Hello and welcome everybody that is joining in. This is a late read. I was completely unprepared for it. But who gives a shit? As long as I get the messages, that's all that matters. Alright. Clarity, yeah. I was asking Spirit prior to this reading. I was like, what should I do? Should I do this reading? Or should I just pull random cards and see what, comes out? But my concern is that this energy around, I don't know, the third party crap and some other stuff, it just keeps relentlessly coming out. Because it's saying it's important for certain reasons, which I understand, but it kind of is a problem for, reading tarot online. But I mean, I don't mind. If you guys want me to, I can just do regular messages. It might be a bit more positive. Otherwise, we're doing, if you're not talking to them. I know there's only a couple of you, but hey, suggestions? I'll probably just wait a couple minutes before I start. Hello, Tam. And Angela, oh, and Tisha. Tisha's in the house. Let's go west. Yeah, thank you, Torino. Alright, what do you guys want? Do you want if you're not talking with them, or just some, I don't know, whatever message comes out? Just one though, but it'll probably be, go 10 minutes or something. Speak now, or forever hold thou peace. Well, you have to tell me, is it if you're not talking with them, or a general random message? Spirit seemed to think that both were pretty favorable. Well, I in the perfect world, I want to do both of them, but I can't. That's why I'm asking the audience. You guys get to choose what you want to see. I will give you a hint though. Spirit is going to want to talk about something related to the Chariot card. Just an FYI. It does have to do with a lover, but technically could, who knows, could talk about a lot of different things. So if you're not talking, okay, if you're not talking, we got one vote for that. Support the channel. See, that's why Chief was probably doing it, because then you got people that don't relate to it. So it might have, whatever. Alright, if you're not talking with it is, let's do this. Tisha, why don't you just draw some cards? I mean, if you can send them to me. Alright. Oh shit, let me just get my timestamps out, because I think Leon the Blues is, I don't know, was having some type of medical issue she had to take care of. So I don't know if she'll be here tonight, but we'll see. Hope it's nothing serious. I never really got to ask her, so I'm just kind of crossing my fingers it wasn't anything bad. And I hope all of you enjoyed your weekend. Thanks for obviously always watching the channel. At bare minimum, even if the story doesn't resonate, I always appreciate if you can leave just a like on the channel, because it does help kind of promote the video. I don't obviously have the thumbnail ready, but I figured it was either do a read or don't do a read. So here we are. Alright, we're going to start, I guess, with Aries, because we did Pisces, I think in reverse order last time, with Spy on Them. Where is my banner thingy? Oh, there it is. Okay. We're good in that. Good here. Just give me one moment, folks. Sorry, I'm going to start right now. I was very unprepared for this. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to just do one short read, a very short one, that's going to be general. I just have a feeling like, you know, I don't know, my intuition's screaming that I'm supposed to do that. So, obviously Chief wouldn't, there it is. King of, or Emperor energy showing here. This is just going to be a collective and then we're going to go into the actual, if you're not talking with them. Alright, so we're going to mark this first read. I think that's posting there. And the time is 8. Alright, Spirit. What's going on with this Emperor, this domineering person for the general collective energy? General message before we do, if you're not talking with them. You can also, if you have limited communication, it can count as well. So I've had people ask me this multiple times. It's fine. It's really, honestly, it's whoever Spirit picks. It's, I mean, as much as I want to say I'm channeling someone, it's like it's really who Spirit wants. All right. Tell us about this Emperor. Tower reversed. So some significant history with this person. Guarantee this is relating to the Chariot in reverse. Since I saw that earlier, we'll just ask, what is the relation here? Insurmountable obstacles. Essentially, probably a high possibility this person's coming around. That's why Spirit's sounding the alarm. There. Queen of Wands. Alright. This is a fire sign of some sort. We got Aries energy here. Let's say Aries in Pisces. The reason Pisces is with the Queen of Wands is because of the water. So this could be somebody that could read tarot. This is also somebody that could be passionate, fun, I don't know, just energetic, go-getter. But this is somebody that definitely would have an ego to them. With the Emperor and the Queen of Wands, it does suggest that they are somebody that wants control. Control is important to this person, or leadership of some sort. But given there's a tower here, I can't imagine it was the best person. But why is the tower reversed? What do we need to know about this Spirit? Ten of Pentacles reversed here. Okay, so this could have been a marriage for some of you. Also a long-term commitment. The Ten of Pentacles oftentimes is a finality card. It does talk about, obviously, best case scenario, which is till death do us part. Or great fortune. You can also talk about money issues, court issues around this. Especially with the tower being reversed there. Okay, so what exactly does the collective need to know that they don't already know? The King of Swords. They need to know something in regards to truth here. Also, it's talking about practicality. The King of Swords is... The problem with this card is that even though it's considered a good card, it's kind of in some ways borderline on the edge of bad. Because there's really nothing... The qualities of the card are essentially... It's like a lawyer, pretty much. I mean... it's primarily asking you to use the logical side of your brain, avoid using emotions. So what is this implying? It's saying that you're not seeing something in this situation, whoever's applying to this. So this would be somebody that you've engaged in, had a relationship, probably a long-term commitment where it failed. This person could have anger problems, for sure. This person could have ego problems, absolutely. This person could be somebody that wants their way, no exceptions. All right, this is somebody that will go after you until basically the world is pretty much destroyed, hunting for you. Boy, yeah, that sounds like my person. Then this is your reading. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I just actually have to. Oh my God, I'm so glad I remembered. Shit, that was lucky. 1 moment, please. There we go. Okay. All right, so Sun in reverse here and Death is showing up here. It's saying that in relation to this King of Swords, you're not seeing something, whoever this is applying to. All right, there's something that's being kind of kept hidden or out of sight. You have delays here with the Ace of Wands showing up here. So if this person comes around, be cautious, because I can immediately tell before you even clarify that this is probably suggesting that this person's going to repeat past behavior, despite saying that, oh, I am different this time. I really am. Or I really want a fresh start. A fresh one. Not an old one. Not one of those from out of the photo albums, you know, because there's a lot of horror stories in that photo album. I remember vaguely. I try to just not forget what I do. But if that sounds familiar to you, then this person may... There it is. Page of Cups reversed. I mean, is there really anything else other than what I'm going to say, Spirit? Justice is reversed. Oh, God. It's trying. I can tell Chief it's trying with the third party stuff, but I said I don't want to do that today. All right. So this person did kind of screw you over a little bit here. It would suggest whoever this applies to. How did they screw the collective over? So they were. This is going to be evasion here. There, evasion. That's why I knew it. So we have double energy showing up here in the Sun. The problem that was in this connection primarily was that there is a control dynamic going on in here. Again, through the double energy, a suggestion of that, because it directly keeps people snared in situations. The Seven of Swords being reversed there, it's telling us that this person is either going through great lengths or does not want to face the reality that if you know about this cycle, they're just going to pretend like you don't. Alright, I would not be surprised if you haven't heard from this person, or they've been in the woodwork somewhere, whatever, and you just kind of forgot about them, that they pop up and sound like a different person. Okay? This energy here is strongly suggestive, once again, of ego, but it also suggests that there is a degree of actual factual clarity being obscured. Oh, what could that be? They look responsible over here. Well, I don't know. Perhaps they left the flames at home. Forgot to tell you. Well, maybe I'll just kind of break that one in easy. You know. Slow and sweet. Or slow and steady wins the race, you know. We got Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is strongly suggestive here. For certain individuals are susceptible to becoming codependent on this person. This is a common tactic. Common tactic to get you hooked. It's a shitty ass practice, but people do it. All right, the ones that are just screwed up. It's essentially where they want to try and cause issues around your financial stability. It could be trying to just waste your time, stupid stuff like this. But the entire intention behind it is A, so you don't move on. B, to just drain your resources. So you're definitely going to require them. All right, it kind of gives them a sense of what? Power. Sounds like this person wants a double dose, but I don't know, maybe they kind of see you as their fire sign. Is this just one energy here? Jeez. This person definitely could have been somebody that was a long-term partner. Got Page of Wands here. Look, there's the... There it is. Chariot. Told you. Although it's upright this time. But we already know it's reversed, folks. Ten of Cups is reversed here, and the Page of Wands. So, behind this little innocent page, just walking the neighborhood, playing some casual, calm, quiet music. No one's gonna suspect that behind this is this. Jesus, could be like a duo or something. Tell us about the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. They seem to be obscuring their identity with this page here. Could you tell us more, Chief? Magician. So, there is a degree of an illusion going on here. Tell us more about it. Okay, let's see. Alright, that just changed the message quite substantially. Okay, well, based on the last reads, it sounds like they're justified in, I don't know, worrying about it. What is your thoughts on this, Spirit? So this is essentially going to paint the picture in the light that it is the querent's fault. In other words, what I mean by that, the audience, you, whoever it applies to. I've got Ace of Swords here. It is suggestive of a connection that was potentially, again, everything I just said, probably control dynamics. It could have been failed. It was over. You have mixed communication. Half the time you argue, then you don't. I don't know. Then you have suspicions, trust issues, wondering what they're doing, why they do what they do. The list goes on, right? There was something that this person probably did that was very unfair to you, which sucks, all right? But the problem here is that this illusion that's coming out is kind of in some ways highlighting that it is the person coming up with some degree of this. So, again, about not having, it could be related to like a start that they wanted that never happened. I can talk about past situations that you have with this person where I guess they, wanted to potentially have a go around with you again, but it just ended up in, a failure or a blunder. Look, also just constantly thinking about old onesie over here. Where are they at? Now the problem with this is it's also suggestive that there's another reason why it's bringing this out. Is it saying that although the situation was unfair, all right, it is kind of saying in some ways that there's like this hunt for clarity or wanting to know more. It's like never satisfied, all right, despite things that have been kind of revealed about this person. It would suggest but the problem is that why Chief wants you to know about it, if it applies to you, is because it is directly impeding your situation. So you're not really getting a whole lot of things that you were supposed to get potentially on your path, or you have the option to get, all right, whoever this applies to. As long as this illusion of the situation is still present, it's still as if it's happening, right? Even though you're not with them. So some of you could quite literally have not even talked with this person in who knows how long, and you're still pretty much getting karma for it. All right? There's things that you don't know about or you're not going to find out. All right? It also suggestive with the moon energy. If you're a spiritual person, you're in tarot, start asking your cards. All right? But be aware with the Magician in reverse here, there could be something else brewing here. In other words, it's asking you to use that clear thinking of yours, not the emotions. Remember the king? It's asking you to do that one more time, because this is kind of in some ways implying, and although I can't prove it, is that it's kind of giving you a pre-warning of this person coming in. And you're obviously, for some of you, are going to fall into the emotional trap immediately. This person will absolutely abuse it. Absolutely. So don't be surprised if they come with loving arms. Hey, I don't really know what kind of food you like or just about anything about you, but I got a bunch of things for you, baby, because I care. So just be aware. Look, I'm not going to say that this person's intentionally trying to screw you. Here's the thing. All it's saying is use your judgment, all right? It's Be aware you're going to get tested around this. Someone's going to get a test for whatever reason. I don't know. But you've heard it now. So when the situation comes and you're like, you, holy shit, you showed up. Don't jump into the emotions. Think. What happened last time and why are they here? I have 2 moons in the deck. Why would... Well, I'm just going to leave it. It's apparently supposed to be there. Tell us about this moon. Yesterday we had... Maybe the magicians are still in here too. This person... Here's the problem here. Pay attention. Okay. Look at what it's showing here. This is going to summarize exactly where I was going with this. Moon energy. Not everything may, be as it seems. Well, what is that talking about? Well, if this peach was to come over to you, hey, it's been a while, completely forgot about you. I know it looks bad and I have a bad history and I've pretty much done nothing good in your life, but I'm here. And of course I have the water energy robes on, implying that I am, what is that word again? Emotionally ready for you. Just kidding. So this person may come in, but here's the thing. They may come in with that vibe, alright? But here's the problem. The 9 of Cups is reversed. Very concerning pairing because going to this card, because it tells us sex without love. A person that is coming in for other reasons. It's not a dream coming true. This is the opposite of that. Alright? So, what is the advice? This is why this person's in so much damn fire energy. It's because they embody, unfortunately, maybe they have other things going on in their life where they're more stable, but I don't know who this applies to. It suggests that they're going to do the classic page reversed, give a cup thing where it's, I'm not really being serious about this cup, but they don't know that. Oh, lovers. You're my boo. The whole 9 yards, dude. Come on now. If this person wants control over you again, they're going to do whatever means necessary to keep you stuck. Death reversed. Don't waste your motherfucking time. For real, dude. There's the Tower reversed, and it's also to stop you from moving on, because who would I have to use if so-and-so wasn't there? Yes, people, unfortunately, there are people that have these intentions. Alright? Do what you want, but with the logic it is implying. Use your judgment. Don't jump to conclusions. Think about it, obviously from a rational standpoint. Does it make sense what they're selling me or telling me? Am I detecting that lies are already kind of coming off their tongue? These are things that you should be kind of, looking at because they raise red flags. If somebody's changed and they're an honest person, well, by all means, show me. Alright? You will see that. People that know when they're in the wrong will make efforts to correct that. People that pretty much know they fucked up and they want to avoid it, well, I mean, it says it all. You won't hear an apology. They'll try to conveniently skip around it. There it is. Queen of Wands is reversed. Don't waste your time. Alright? Don't waste your time. We're moving on from this message. Alright, I mean, that just seemed like, I don't know, not the most exciting message, but whatever. It's getting away with some project. That's what I meant to say last. It's a project, a goal, or some type of new, like, your success essentially in something is being held back. That's why the Chariot was relevant and she wanted it. Because this person's interfering where they're cock blocking whatever kind of blessing Spirit wants to give you. So be aware of that. Yeah, unfortunately Spirit can't, you get to choose what you want, and if that's your choice to stick around with that person, Spirit can't do anything about it. Well, technically could, but whatever. There's reasons behind it. Alright, let's start if you're not talking with them. Alright, Spirit, we got that out the way, so let's not have it in the reads. Aries. If you're not talking with them, who are you not talking with? Potentially that person in the collective reading, because man, they had a lot of fire. Unless that's your alternative recreational hobby, terrorizing ex-lovers of yours. A lot of fire energy, awfully suspicious there, Aries, but we'll just let that one slide today. So don't say you're innocent, because that person also kind of feels they're innocent. I'm just kidding, Aries. Guarantee there's going to be someone having a heart attack over this. Talking about the person our Aries are not talking with. What is the past interaction with Aries in this pass in one card? This bundle of joy. Oh, well, that's too many. There's like 10 cards there. So we have 10 of Cups here. This person was someone of significance that you either I would assume, and we're out of the bat, you would have had to have known this person for at least over a year because of the 10 of Cups energy. It's very rare when that happens quickly. So this is someone that you grew with. You had a lot of them, like there was things that you could share with this person or connect with. They got ya in some way or another. Alright. Tell me more about this 10 of Cups. It can also signify potential marriage. You wanted to marry this, or you were married with this person. Or this was a long-term partner. It was just a girlfriend-boyfriend situation. But kids could have been involved. So there was some type of like trying to move things forwards, or maybe a discussion around this. Alright, it just really kind of depends on where you're at, your situation in life. Communication could have been obviously pretty consistent at that time period. The problem was that this person didn't seem like they were really interested in committing. Also showing up in fire energy, not interested in a marriage. Bummer. So this person could have just kind of dicked around, and you kind of got the shit in the stick, or you participated in it. As much as I hate... Oh. What is that saying? And I know that sounds like negative, but it's true. Some people just choose to do that. They're like, well, fuck it. If that's my only option, why not? Something about 9 of Pentacles reversed. Oh. Where are you going with that, Chief? But we just talked about that, for real. So it is saying here that whatever this issue was, Aries, with this person, it seems to have stuck around long enough to the point where it's almost suggestive, per Chief, that you're not really entertaining even working on it. In what context Chief's saying that, I don't know. We've got Moon energy again. High Priestess is reversed here. There's some type of information you're not aware of. It could be driving you up the wall, or keeping you paralyzed or stuck in the situation, or just entertaining it in some ways or another. Yes, looking at this person's picture, text messages, thinking about them is still some form of contact as far as Chief sees it. Right? I mean, obviously, if you're wanting to know stuff about them and your day's going by about it, look, so it could happen to do with this King of Cups reversed. Now, for folks, it's not going to be a raging Cancer or Scorpio going through all 12 signs. It's somebody that was embodying emotional energy, some type of thoughts involving the creative and intuitive side of them, which was kind of hinting and suggesting references that marriage could be a thing with me. Also, the chemistry could have been promoted with this person when they were in this energy. In other words, always the love songs conveniently come out, or something, some memory that is always conveniently targeted around something they know you liked. Which, I mean, I know most people do that, but it's like very selective memories where you know you had to choose that one type thing, because it's like their winning ace type thing approach. And there's a reason. Again, let's look at their past before we jump into the boat with them. All right. What is going on with the Moon? This could also suggest a lot of stress or anxiety. All right. So this is actually talking about here, not a secret or information, Aries. What it's saying here is that, oh shit, I can change the damn, man. Are we ever going to have one video, just one, where I do this banner right? That's what sign we're doing, Aries. Aries, so it's talking about moon energy and the High Priestess reversed, and that is, I thought maybe it was talking about a secret, but it's not. It's suggestive of, you almost know that if this person wants to come around, and I guarantee you they probably will based on that collective reading, do you give your cup to them, or accept their apology or whatever, or go back with them, or do you move elsewhere? Well, based off that collective reading, the boat. You go on the boat, alone. Alright, move away. Here's why. Convenient. World card. This is talking about the all-encompassing thing why certain people are not getting anything. If you're this person, hey, I wake up in the morning and it feels like I'm permanently stuck on this damn skeleton, aka this person. This person never seems to change. The situation never changes. It always seems like there's just no other lover around. I always kind of find myself just stuck on the situation. Even though I'm trying to move on from it, it just never seems to leave my energy. This could also talk about a lot of setbacks in other areas of your life, where it's just kind of always that point when you're just about out of the picture, they pull you back in. Alright, this is why there's fear coming around, because you already have had some type of interaction with this in the past. Not once, not twice, probably more than that, I would assume. So you probably intuitively know that there is, even if this person comes with the best smile money can buy, you know what you need to know. It's not going to go where you want it to go. This person looks like they've done this quite a few times for the tarot to just be showing me the card before I can even ask the question. Alright, with the World card though, is encompassing all of this bullshit. In other words, what did you learn from this? Are you sure you should use your emotional side when this person comes? Because based on the past, they were like a wrecking ball. Why don't you go and check out Miley Cyrus? Thanks, Chief. Good song choice. Miley Cyrus, Wrecking Ball. Well, do that responsibly in your home, folks. Alright, let's move on. So I guess Aries reading is kind of painting the theme of how fast I can read these messages now. It's going to be about the King of Cups. Their feelings. Tell me about their feelings and why they're not talking with Aries. There is, like, just so you know, there's going to be, I think there's two magicians. I don't know, there's another moon in here, so I'm just going to leave them in. Because it was a full moon. Or is it new moon? One or the other. New moon. Six of Wands reversed, so Hangman is upright and Hermit's reversed. Three of Swords. So this person is reflecting about if they basically did something shitty to you the last time they interacted with you, they're reflecting on it. Alright, Page of Swords in reverse. Why that? It could be spying or looking up things or watching you or some bullshit like that. Alright. Also, text messages may be delayed, phone calls may be delayed. This person may also feel that you're resistant to something they're doing. You know, I don't know. I have this persona or mentality like you're going to be kind of more difficult than they'd like if they were to come back around. All right. They're still trying to kind of see the situation. This is kind of rare to see this energy, to be honest, Aries, because it's not common to see this reflection energy shown in typically people that are in the wrong. All right. This must kind of suggests that this person is actually having some type of change. All right. Why is this showing? Because that's pretty rare to see that. This person does actually want truth and clarity. So wow, and Magician's here. So you're saying No malicious energy to worry about. I can give them the thumbs up. Tell me more about Two of Swords reversed in relation to this King of Cups. So they are having a change of some sort. So 10 of Wands. Why 10 of Wands? So this person, it's again showing that they might have had a very strong control dynamic, and they could have put you in situations you didn't want to be, Aries, or just got you involved in stuff that shouldn't have happened. If that's true, then it is suggestive that this person's actually having to think about that. If you've made a scene about it, well, they've got the message. I mean, it does suggest like there are some challenges here, and this person's kind of a little hesitant whether or not they want to deal with it. 9 of Wands is reversed. The 4 of Swords is reversed. This person, wow, I wasn't expecting it to go this way. Nice curveball there, Chief. All right. So what is suggestive here, Aries, is that yes, this person might have had a history of not doing, certain things good or whatever. But the problem is that when they look at the situation, they don't really know if they want to repair it because they feel it might just be a pile of work, a little bit too much. Like, can it even be salvaged? All right. 9 of Wands in reverse is going to the 4 of Wands in reverse. This is almost like, in some ways, like trying to heal past this. Them trying to heal over what I did and stuff probably isn't going to happen. When 9 of Wands is reversed, it's like a collapse, defeat, not trying, or it's impossible, literally, or resistant to moving on. That's the other concern. Is that, let's say this person did change. Can they really expect that you're going to just basically stop sleeping with one eye open? That's a lot of times when people don't ask that question. What do you do if everything goes to plan and it works out in your favor, and this person comes around? What are you going to do with all the trust issues? Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, that's why Chief's telling you should think about it now. Because you might find yourself, for some of you, in this position soon, if not already. The energy is going to be around, but here's the problem. It's going to wager what you have learned. All those lessons. It's not definitively saying it's going to be, like, bad, but it's not, it's kind of clouding it intentionally, because that way you can't really figure out exactly what you're going to get. So you're going to be completely reliant on your intuition. So for those of you not learning anything about intuition or trying to pay attention to yourself, you should. It's important for situations like this one. All right, we're moving on. Oh, will they reach out to Aries? Sorry, one more. Will this person reach out? Yes, they are. I think this person will come towards you, Aries, in some ways or fashion. How will they... it's going to be electronic or what? Oh, hang on. Hold up. This person could be blocked, actually. Oh, so they might think that you don't want to work on this connection with them anymore. So that's actually what's holding them back. Like, they feel disconnected from you. So their impression right now is just that. Remember the choices were on the moon card? So they think in some ways that you've moved on. All right? They also potentially feel like you just don't really want to make like any effort towards them. But what does this person not know about Aries? I would suggest you do. Well, we have 4 of Pentacles reversed. Maybe you have. And it's showing past, yeah. There's Moon. More that we don't know about. Well, why do the reading then? Oh, clarity again. Ace of Swords. Something that you haven't been able to get over, Aries. Some type of manipulation about this Emperor being reversed. This person did something shitty around, they threw an opportunity away with you, or they manipulated, stonewalled it, screwed it up. I don't know what they did, but it seems to have left a mark on you. So in some ways, while you have, which suggests with 4 of Pentacles being reversed, that there's not any true attachment to this connection anymore. Like, you would say, I moved on. But, could still be watching reads about this person. could be still wondering about them. So this is why Spirit's bringing this in. Now this person is probably on the sidelines planning to come to you, but they don't know now. Where's Aries at? How do they feel about me? What advice for Aries? I'm going to move on from this read. Advice. You should reach out to this person to just get clarity. But I must warn you. I must warn you. Do so at your own risk, because the thing is that no guarantee with tarot that they want to talk with you. But it's suggestive here that if you know your situation, what's missing here is clarity. So if this is correct, your person is basically unnecessarily holding back. You could just basically do a probing energy, but you really have to decide, because guaranteed Chief is watching what you choose. What exactly is Aries doing with that calculator? Can't imagine how that applies with love. 1 hour later. Holy shit. Damn. I thought I'd seen everything. Yeah, I have a feeling Aries will try to bypass this chariot bullshit. 9 of Cups reversed, Temperance is reversed, the Lovers. This was still showing from the last cycle, Aries. What Chief is saying is that ever since this separator ended, it's like it never left. It's still there. So that's what Chief is concerned about. That if it's that bad and it's still there, and this person comes around, that could be concerned. Because we don't know how would you be able to avoid the emotional side of things? And the other thing is perhaps you just need to see if this person will just clarify some things with you. Maybe that's all you need. Maybe they will. And then you can separate, move on. Is there a possibility this person will reconcile with Aries? Don't reconcile. It's injustice reversed. Alright? This person isn't going to really, I don't know. There's a lot of moon energy there. Aries, I'm moving on. Don't read too much into it. For real, dude. With that amount of moon energy, there's something to that I'm not seeing. Or Spirit's directly leaving it out. Gotcha! That's what he's gonna do. Guaranteed. Taurus, here we go. Tell me about the person that was going to flame me for not changing the banner. There we go. Taurus. Alright. I saw 4444. 4 4s could be significant for some of you. Taurus out there. This is primarily for Sun or Moon Taurus. Although, I mean, technically your rising would count as well. I don't really do Venus and all those other ones. 4 of Swords here. Alright, so we're going to take that for the pass. So this was potentially a situation that was leading up to marriage, or you wanted to go there again, similar to Aries, but in this context is suggesting that there was a lot of, there just wasn't much happiness to be found in this connection. It was likely unstable as well. With the Hierophant being reversed here, it's not talking about practical things that society normally attributes to success. To talk about unconventional ways, means of doing things, or just kind of, I don't know, methods of talking or healing or whatever. Got 4 of Swords showing up here. Alright. So it's directly was suggesting something around moving on from this. But now with the Moon here, it could be a potential opportunity to mend this situation or mend your emotions. Alright? Especially if it brought you a lot of pain, Taurus. Alright. So Taurus, this is kind of bizarre already, because what it's talking about is that, well, let me just clarify this first actually. Tell me about the Hierophant reversed. Oh, we had a fake person here. So this person was not, unfortunately, if they were trying to sell you the pipe dream of the Ten of Cups energy, emotional fulfillment, a potential for marriage, children, you know, the one thing that most people, you know, in life would like to experience one time. Well, the problem was that it was suggested this person was more interested in materialistic things, money. They're basically being independent on the market. All right, they weren't interested in this situation. They might have had, well, maybe to rephrase this, they might have had interest in you, but Queen of Pentacles being reversed here, suggestive of somebody that's a liar, will not basically honor their word. They bend the rules for themselves. Because why not? Fuck it. I can't. I can just do that. Clearly, we know that because you were put in pain the last time they interacted with you or disappointed you in some ways, Taurus. So, there definitely could be a strong emphasis around very unconventional methods or something in this situation, especially if it was a third party. All right, a lot of just weird shit that was going on. Clarity and communication was probably absent in some cases. All right, it's again going back to the Four of Swords, suggesting there's been no, it's kind of suggestive healing hasn't even happened because it's still showing this energy. But this is technically the past, so let's see now. How does Taurus view the Five of Cups in the present? So we've had 3 hours, this dog has not barked. Why now? Spirit, why is the dog barking of all times now? Is this to annoy Taurus? Is Taurus at the door? Yep. So we've got 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Swords. And we have 7 of Wands and 5 of Wands in relation to the dog barking. Oh, that actually would make sense. Literally, it would actually apply to the dog. Because it's saying here, it could be suggested that the dog is concerned about something going on outside, is on guard, potentially could be trying to do something harmful towards you. Okay? Working with somebody, maybe it's a burglary. Hopefully not. Otherwise, we'll just keep reading while they burglarize the house. Anyways. So, Taurus, let's move on here. So, in relation to you, though, this is suggestive that there needs to be some cohesion around working through whatever this was, alright? And it's suggestive in the present that there's still pain that's going on, but you're working on it or trying to in some ways, or somebody's asking you to kind of participate. I don't know. Alright, why is the Seven of Wands here? I have a feeling this is going to be about your boundaries. Again, you need to basically... Either it's suggestive here... Wow, look at this. Shit. Oh, man. Look at that. So, it's immediately talking about, Taurus, that when it comes to this situation, you need to have boundaries with it. Alright? I don't know if it's you arguing or fighting with a partner. It could be somebody that... I don't know, you have significant history of just kind of getting in a lot of quarrels or debates, or just always you can't ever win an argument, or it ends up in a blunder, or there's just been tension, turbulence, stuff like that, egos, jealousy, lying, manipulation, that kind of crap. It's not healthy, and it's a loss for both of you, alright? Even if this was a third party, Taurus, what does that mean overall? It means even if there was one person that really wasn't doing the same kinds of tactics and things, everybody loses. Everybody loses completely. Alright? The Sun in reverse here, 3 of Wands here, and the Empress. There's a delay in the growth. Alright? It also clouds any ability for things to kind of reconcile because of the fact that now you don't know what the fuck's going on. Alright? So... tell me about this person that Taurus is dealing with. Apparently, again, fire energy showing up here. Or somebody that has control. Could have been control issues, but I'm seeing it with both sides. So in this representation, it could be quite literally saying, because it had the 5 of Swords in the middle there, so it could be suggestive one was Taurus, one was you, or it was something else. Tower in reverse. You got screwed over by this person. So likely this person, look, they dumped you. They dumped you, or they were involved with a relationship. Alright? So basically, the Ten of Swords there is indicative of that, because they basically screwed you over to go somewhere else. Alright? They wouldn't make their mind up on what they thought about you, wouldn't give you solid answers. What are we? Are we ever going to get married? Are we still a thing? Page of Cups in reverse could suggest that this person, I don't know, could have been playing like, there's some degree of relationship warfare there. So if you got back together in a connection with this person, high potential that they could have been gaslighting you or doing stuff like that. Alright. Strong fire energy, as I said, with this individual. Also, power dynamics. Alright. And this would have been for sure somebody, it's showing in the past. How would you know this person? Commitment of some sort. It was kind of almost suggestive you guys were married, but if not, divorced or long-term lover. Alright, why are they not talking with Taurus? Or why is communication stifled? Page of Swords. Tower reversed. So this is relating to potentially messages they've seen. The Emperor reversed, the Five of Cups, and the Justice. Look. So it looks like they might have, well, I don't know, it could have been tarot readings they were watching, it could have been information they received, or something around that, alright? So they still are reflecting on whatever this loss was. Probably what your role was, what their role was, or I don't know if there's something else that's going on here. Kind of, you know, a third party from hell, pretty much. Also, the consideration about really moving on and leaving the situation, alright? So it's probably finally getting to their head where they're like, maybe I should think about this first. Will they reach out to Taurus? So what, King of Pentacles here, it's suggestive of yes. No, what, yes, but slow. Or, for some of you, might even be already involved with this person. We got Knight of Pentacles here. So this is almost suggestive you already are working with them. Or with them, for some of you. Alright, why is the King of Cups reversed here? So, okay, so tell me about King of Cups reversed. On the outs from you. So this was third party, alright? Taurus, it's showing one person on the outs, out in the cold, and the other, there's some type of interaction with them. Alright, what about if a Taurus is watching this and doesn't have a third party and they're not involved with anyone right now? What do I tell them? Why would I tell them that? Oh, okay, wow. Alright, so if you're not, this is kind of uncommon to see this. It could be an air sign here. If you are a Taurus that is not involved in a third-party situation, and obviously this, like what I just told you, didn't apply to you. It is suggestive somebody that could potentially be relationship material, long-term engagement, could be coming towards you or wants to communicate, interact with you. They are looking for some type of commitment. With the Four of Wands here, they will want to talk about it. They'll probably reach out to you. Alright, so good for you. That's pretty nice. Alright, so if this reading doesn't apply to you, don't worry. You got something coming in, it says. Alright? They will also reach out, propose to you. Or kind of like do the work, initiate. That's pretty nice. Alright. Alright, so now we're coming back to this scenario here. Why is that going right by Five of Swords? What does Taurus need to know about this? So there's some type of like this person that was involved in this seems to have like a high degree of anxiety or stress or worries. It plagues their mind a lot. You can see obviously with the energy it speaks volumes, and it's directly going into what? Manipulation. So this person, two things could have happened here. Either A, they got information from an alternative source which basically put them in this energy, assuming that you didn't do anything. But if this person is aware of everything that happened, maybe they even caused it, then they're kind of reflecting on it. Alright? Why would they do that? Because of the Magician. They're trying to basically factor in, how is this going to fucking work? You know, and even if I put my best foot forwards, is there any point? Again, this is kind of like almost this is a good question to ask. I mean, because I actually don't have an answer for that. What is your thoughts on this, Spirit? Because nobody really asked this question. Imagine they just came back. Then what? Are you just going to trust them? Just like that? It wouldn't work. So Spirit's just telling, look, you do what you want, but Taurus, it's a fire sign, dominant person, father figure, energy. Emperor can show up definitely as an ex-husband when it's reversed. It can talk about, again, there's unfairness in the situation, there was confusion. This person could have had you involved in a damn third party. It's unclear what you know. It could even be dating someone else. But let me check here, because the King of Cups, who knows, maybe it's their other lover. Tell me about the King of Cups. Are they involved or not? Why that? Okay. So Spirit wanted to quickly clarify this. So here's the thing. Spirit's saying that basically, as bad as the situation is, it's like part of their behavior is because they won't choose. They do have insecurities. They've got problems of some sort internally. All right. But I mean, what is it that they won't choose? It's like saying to this person, like when they look at the past, like about their behavior, right? So let's say that you're a Taurus that wants a situation with your partner to grow, right? And you're like, how am I going to make this work because of all the bullshit that's happened in the past? Well, obviously you can, as long as you just think through it, right? Some of you have already done that. The problem is that does this person know that? Or are they on the same page? And then oftentimes you're going to probably find that in the revelation is that most people haven't really asked them, or two, no, they don't have any interest. They've had a long history of not doing that. So Spirit's saying when it comes to the growth of this connection, are they going to reflect on what has impeded this situation from growing? What did it yield? What did it get? What did you get out of it with all the drama, all the bullshit? This person needs to know that. Because if they're not aware of it, how can they change anything? They can't. Because as far as they see it, it's just another day. You know, they don't really have an insight. Then, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They don't have a sense of control in the situation. Could be... I mean, Taurus, you kind of get the picture here. Why are the Queen of Pentacles reversed here? This person, I mean... Look, they're just not going to put the effort into working on a... Especially if children are involved here, alright? Is this talking about marriage? Or what is this mainly referring to here? In relation to what? Oh, got it. Got it. Why not? So the reason this message is coming out, Taurus. Here's why. This person, if some of you have been dealing with somebody, I'm not saying you're fully in a relationship, but if you've been dealing with somebody, like maybe it's a third party, right? The problem here is that the other person is bitter or having issues with you. It would suggest, I want to apply to everyone, they're not committal, number one. Temperance is reversed, suggesting it's constantly there's some type of unfairness, or there's back and forth where scenarios are coming up that constantly somehow, again, lopsided, or shit hits the fan because one's getting screwed and one's not. All right, this person does seem to have the capability of it, but the problem is that they won't work with you as far as resolving past drama that occurred between both of you. So if they were to heal past that, acknowledge, yes, it's done, it's over, maybe this could actually have a chance. But this person, they don't want to let go of it. They won't. All right, they feel like in some ways like you're almost like hiding something from them, or you're going to screw them again. So it's like they're justified for being in that energy. I mean, this could have been like a high, like, I don't know, prone to warfare between both of you. They screw you over and then you go and retaliate, and it just goes back and forth. I don't know. I would imagine this person is, again, strong fire sign energy showing here. So it would be a person that moves around a lot. Also, high chance that you were dating this person recently. Or, a couple months, but... Alright. Will they reach out? And that's the last one. I'm going to say yes. I mean, of course they're going to reach out. Will this person reach out to Taurus? Yes. So we have Page of Cups upright going to Two of Cups reverse. This is suggestive of an apology to repair the connection, or a gesture of goodwill. Hey, this is a song we like. You want to listen to it so we can go and basically just resume our relationship? Love ya. Devil reversed here. This person will probably approach that they're a changed person, no longer in their toxic ways. Is this true? They've detached themselves. Why is the Five of Pentacles here again? Financially, they haven't made any changes. Six of Cups still suggested they're stuck in the past. All right, if they tell you they moved on, it's suggested right here. They're still stuck on it. But here's the thing: it is upright, so we can also talk about they are kind of hoping that it's going to be better times. But what they're talking about is hopefully it's like the last time, the good times we had, just a repeat of that. But that's not good either, because it's just it's like wanting to repeat the past still. It's like, why not just create new memories? Ace of Wands reversed. There's going to be potentially this person's not going to, if you're expecting them to be gung-ho or want to jump on things to really tackle the challenges, that card is suggestive they won't. It's also possible this person will just kind of be a bit reckless. Okay? The reckless nature of this king here is, even though it's upright, is coming from the Five of Pentacles, suggestive that they probably as well don't have a good, reliable financial situation. The Two of Pentacles is here, so why would they tell you unless if they had basically had a past of being stupid with money, or just doing dumb things, or trashing things that are valuable, well, they might approach and say, I'm not doing that anymore, I'm all good now. Well, they're not entirely being clear with you, unfortunately. This person suggested they're being a bit dishonest about it. Again, Tower reversed. They're still potentially even stuck on something, and it went right next to the Devil reversed. This person energy is like literally trying to find the devil. God almighty. You have to wonder, I think that's a first for me. A person's energy trying to find the devil's energy. It's like, I suppose if you've done it for long enough, I mean, I guess it's like a prisoner leaving after 30 years in prison. I mean, that's all they know. So, well, advice in this situation, Spirit. This needs to be rectified, Taurus. Here's the problem, alright? I actually I clarified around this card when I was doing the chariot, looking around it prior to these reads, alright? And this card was there, but it wasn't emphasized. But now I know why it's coming out. In your quest to want to have a better life, you are indirectly screwing yourself as long as this stuff is left untouched. Meaning, West, I don't have any problems. Not you. People you're involved with. Because if they're coming into your energy, or you're anticipating wanting to have a start with them or something like that, you can't have this energy present. You just can't. It's not congruent with love. It's not congruent with anything that would suggest this being upright. Alright? This person that I just talked about, it seems like they're in denial about it. They don't even want to deal with it. So you've got one person already that is not wanting to play ball. I don't know if the old King of Cups there might be interested at a distance, but Magician here, you're going to get communication about him. Why? So it's saying you're getting a communication about the strength here. And Knight of Wands, so it's saying that you have to take some action here. And I don't know who this is applying to, but if you haven't really addressed this issue or even internal issues about the situation, this person, worries about things that happened or repeating it in your head, you need to try and take charge of it. Okay? Take action. Try and reach out if you can, as long as they're not, convicted like abuser or something like that. I don't know, then avoid that. But don't be the victim, alright? Don't. It's not going to help your cause. And letting this other person, I guess, sit in this energy might seem like, well, good for them, but it's indirectly per spirit screwing you. Look, it's keeping the pain going. It's not helping. And this person's going to be pretty much, by and large, why even do a read? Because they're not going to be useful to you in this energy. Wheel of Fortune. Alright? So it is blocking new cycles from starting and moving forwards. Why? Because we're still dealing with this. We haven't got to the Four Swords yet. So that's a problem. Alright, I'm going to move on from this. You kind of get the picture, Taurus. And it's also suggestive. Emotions are closed off. It's also keeping people stuck in their mind a second time. There's communication coming through. Each of these swords can talk about people that are kind of giving their fucking opinion about something. Oh, I thought this was happening. I thought that was happening. I heard from this person. It's like, why do you think that's going on? Because there's no actual clarity. Now, I understand. I got it, Taurus. For some of you, are like, I tried. That's all you can do sometimes, alright? You just gotta play Spirit's game until the energy passes. But that's what Spirit's saying needs to be done. Well, this person, I guess... What else do we need to know about this person, really? I feel like I'm missing something. Did I ask if they reach out? Will this person reach out to Taurus? Yes. It's already kind of suggesting... Well, Page of Swords here. It almost suggests you already have communication, for some of you. Alright. Advice? Any last advice for Taurus? Besides, what I just told you. So it's saying Four of Pentacles in reverse. So it's saying that you're still holding on to something, Taurus. Look. Oh my god, why is this showing up here for you? But it's showing in a different context. It's showing now into a relationship or a marriage of some sort. It's also talking about making it happen. So there could have been some... We've got Star here. Electronic messages about you were talking with somebody about this. Or they're stressed. Maybe they're stressed. Because they don't know what to do about this, or should they just release the situation? So just be aware that if this person, if you wake up one day and suddenly realize that they've been gone for a while, probably because you didn't clarify this or fix this, alright? But you choose. Obviously if you're watching a read about it, maybe there's something to it, that you want something still with this person, alright? Alright, one wild card for Taurus. Anything else? King of Pentacles, why that? Why is that the wild card? Conflict that could be coming in around this again. Why? Well, that's not a great wild, is it? Ooh, that's why. Because this person may be coming in. I think we already kind of said this, but now it's suggestive this person has definitely got an agenda. Alright? Be cautious around this, because it kind of says that this person, even though this is not good, because it tells me in some ways that this person's coming in with their favorable attributes, right? The problem is that it's going to end up potentially in a blunder. If you know this person to be someone that you've gotten a lot of fights with, whoever this message is applying to, and it always kind of starts and then it stops, just be wary of that, alright? Why would that Five of Swords be there? Devil. I rest my case. Alright. I guess they did find the devil, after all. Or, perhaps they're a Capricorn. Alright, let's move on. I'm going to go to Gemini in a second. Thank you everybody that's watching the video. I do appreciate it. Please remember to leave a like if you could. All right. Gemini. Gemini, keep on working. Oh, never mind. I was going to lead it into something positive here, but then I saw this, and it kind of suggests that don't do that. Okay, yeah, yep. There's the Justice reversed. This is talking about immediately, if your past situation with this person, Gemini, a person, this is one-sided, hands down, all right? This is the old classic, I'm your lover, I'm your best friend, you know, the usual stuff, right? Which is not bad, right? You do want people to do that. The problem is that it's immediately suggestive, you know who, obviously you were carrying too much of the burden of the connection, meaning that, where was the other person? Probably, you know, I don't know, sneaking off while you're on the job? I mean, this couldn't have been painted any more clear than this. Six of Wands in reverse. There's never any progress, victory, or movement forward. Would it have anything, I don't know, anything to do with this? This person could be constantly using nefarious means to whatever, like, screw you for some reason. Like, in their head, I guarantee you they're going to have some type of justification for this. Why are they in the Seven of Swords energy? What is their justification for this? Why am I getting that in the vibe? Why do I get a sense of that? Ten of Wands? What the fuck? Oh. So they're justifying doing it because they stood up for themselves? Is this for real? This is like if I'm understanding this has to be one of the most ridiculous messages I think I've ever seen. This person potentially has the mindset that, yes, what they did was potentially not right, but old Gemini rubbing it in my face is not justified either. So two wrongs, whatever, cancel, you know, what is that? Two wrongs don't make a right. This person believes it absolutely can happen. Because, look, yes, I cheated, I did some stuff, whatever. Okay, you keep bringing it up to me the whole time about it and how it was unfair. So that's like the same thing. So it cancels out. Okay. No, do not come to me trying to basically bark up the tree about, yes, we know. We know about all my bullshit, but I don't want to hear it. So essentially, this person doesn't want to talk about it, but they feel like you keep bringing it up relentlessly. Why is it bothering them that much? So because they feel like this other person feels like they want to have a new start, or just a change, I guess, or things to start over or repeat, or a cycle of some sort. Look, Justice reverse, 10 of Cups reverse. This person's wanting to have their cake and eat it too. That's the problem here. They want to have some sort of connection with you, but at the same time aren't willing to really want to change certain behaviors about how they operate. That's a real problem. Especially with a mentality that is as ridiculous as the one, the example I just gave you. Alright? Spirit, anything else in regards to what I just said there? I mean, I'm just finding it hard to believe this person's that ridiculous. Well, yeah, apparently it's directly pointing out to the old King of Wands there that Spirit is like, it's absolutely possible. Here you go. Look for this person. If they have any type of attributes to the devil energy, it's quite possible. There's a match here, given there's fires in the background here. So this person could... What that's really saying there is that, no, this person's not Satan, but they are embodying qualities from the devil's illusion. So they will engage in it, absolutely. But doesn't mean to say you need to. Alright, this is probably why they're having you always do all the work and do all this bullshit, because it makes it an unfair situation. They probably know that you are not happy with it when it does occur. But hey, it keeps you stuck in them. Always wanting more. You just never quite get what was promised. Yeah, it's a little unfair, but hey, you're still stuck in me. And this is what this person has some dysfunctional understanding of how situations work. What is in their feelings towards Gemini? The Hierophant in reverse, the Fool in reverse. Why would that be in their feelings towards... They kind of feel that you're non-committal. Right? Chariot in reverse, there's too many barriers and obstacles. This person also feels overall the situation right now, Gemini, is not going to work. Alright, the Fool directly talks about it's risky. It can also suggest just not willing to take a chance, and it also just tells us they have a lot of fears, doubts, worries, or there's just things they don't know about. But then again, can you really expect this person to put the effort into and find out? Probably not. Why the Hierophant reversed? They don't feel, they don't want to, so they're not even willing to invest into marriage. I mean, so Hierophant is one of the cards that we'll talk about, directly, weddings and marriage. And it's suggestive here they don't want to really work on it. Oh no, so you can apply it two ways. My thinking is that they don't want to work on it, based on the surrounding energy. But it could technically be suggested that there is a concern about having a new start, and the reason that would be reversed is because of the fact that there's too many potential barriers and obstacles that have already happened from the past that could mean, in their head, it's never going to play out. Alright? However, could be still suggestive that they want to fix whatever dysfunction. Oh, Heart reversed. Why did you give that again, Chief? They feel yeah, I mean, I guess they feel disconnected from you. If money could be an issue. Why do we get that? Why the Knight of Pentacles rocket out here? Tower reversed. Oh. So they're not walking. How does that even relate to the energy though? It doesn't really match. Oh, but they are walking away. Why? Just give me 1 second. There's something that's distorting this read. Is this talking about deception or trickery, or is it talking about they just don't want to facilitate a start? What is their current action towards Gemini? Current action. Oh, Gemini, there's a problem here. All right, listen. This person, this is what's very troubling about this person's energy. High potential, this person's a narcissist, all right? I'm just going to say it, all right? There's just too much stuff here suggesting high, heavy manipulation. I'm going to tell you how this is playing out. So, there's the Chariot reversed. So, this person in some ways legitimately actually does want or see something regarding a connection with you, okay? But the problem is that they're not putting in effort towards this situation. It's possible that they have two situations they've been involved with. Both were probably people of significance to them, all right? It's showing they're putting effort into one and not the other. So if you are not getting any effort, it probably suggests you're that person, all right? However, this person, although they did walk away out of it, right? They are still planning to manipulate it. In other words, Magician reverse is strong energy, suggesting with the Seven of Cups, and then we have the lingering Three of Swords, third-party resolution, essentially bringing that online again. And the other thing is trying to create a smokescreen about what's actually going on, so you don't see it coming. In other words, when they plan to make their move again, what's actually behind it is this Devil energy, Death in reverse. Where did it go? There's the... Fuck me, I just lost the... It was the King of Cups, so I had it. But don't waste your time, Gemini, because it's kind of suggests that this person is, for whatever reason, going to try and go back into that cycle. Why would they want to do that, Spirit? I can't for the life of me understand that. They don't want to heal. They don't. If this person is trying to escape their emotions, their pain, or stuff, I don't know, they've done, or that was dysfunctional in their life, you got unlucky. I mean, that's just someone that here that just doesn't want to process through it. And it's likely suggestive of PTSD or things that are very hard to move on. So I can't blame them for that. But the problem is them not like lying to you about it and then coming to the situation is just going to fuck you, because they already know that, well, nothing I can do. Well, what about Gemini? Well, as long as that, Gemini doesn't know, it's not an issue. Gemini will be fine with it. I hate that when it's like someone talking for you as if they've just chosen for you. So if you know this person to be like that, Gemini, be careful. All right. We also have King of Swords here going to the Ten of Pentacles reversed. You should definitely protect your finances. If this person comes around and you just conveniently, I don't know, have always found them asking for stuff, or just happy if you could just buy pizza this one time or whatever, and it ends up being like, God damn, the whole relationship was funded by me. Warning, make sure you are obviously reviewing the accuracy of their words. Like if they were working, have they told you 5 different jobs at this point? That's a red flag. Pay attention to any signs indicating that this behavior is back. But again, use your judgment, because you can't stay in that energy forever, right? What is if the person's good? Because this would be shitty advice. And if there's a good person, what should Gemini do? Okay, what else? What about the trust? Gemini, it's just saying, if you're that type of person that's saying, well, I didn't do anything wrong, I'm waiting for someone that, good person to come back, and I was just curious, I was just a peeping Sue or peeping Tom on this person's energy. Great. Well, the thing is that even if you somehow do have somebody that's in the background that you're planning to go to explore, because this is confirmation for you to do so, it really isn't going to exempt you here. Queen of Wands in reverse is that if you have trust issues, you're going to have to, unfortunately, get over them, all right, and deal with them. Some of you don't, but it is saying that, obviously, with these kind of reads and themes, that there's a high statistical chance that a good portion of people will have some degree of trust issues from a very toxic partner that was back and forth, one-sided, unrequited love, this kind of crap. So, All right. Last couple things here. Move on from this. Why they're not talking with Gemini? It's saying you're getting All right. I'm gonna do it two ways here. I'm honestly, this is what's come to me. Some of you have been getting communication in some ways from this person, but it's possible in some situations it may not be direct where they're telling you their name. It could be like faking their accounts or kind of spying on you in some ways. So it's like they're interacting with you, but you don't realize it's them. That's probably if you're dealing with a lot of people and you have a lot of people in your, like a business or something, tarot, for example. This could also suggest that they're at a distance, but are contemplating whether to reach out to you or not. All right. I think this person is kind of they still keep thinking about you, Gemini. Can't help themselves, but hey, don't forget what they're thinking about. They're definitely thinking about what happened the last time because they know. Oh my God! And this finally gave out. Apparently, Chief wanted to send you a message that was literally about as real as it gets. Got torn apart, or it's telling you to separate. Well, thanks for your service, Knight of Pentacles. Appreciate you. Lovers reversed. I mean, it's like trying to reheat this. Gemini, not a good idea. But this person is planning on reaching out to you. All right. For some of you, quite honestly, like I said, you might even be somehow interacting with this person in some ways without knowing it. But that's very selective for some of you. All right, I guess we already know about reaching out. What else can I know about this person? I feel like I'm missing something. Ten of Cups. Devil reversed. So it's suggested this person may have come out. So if you felt that they were in a situation with something, it's suggested they're actually coming out of it or have been out of it. All right? That's what the tarot's saying. I told you there was two situations. High possibility they were interacting with two different people, but the other possibility, if that wasn't true or wasn't the case, it could be suggestive that if there was any toxic behaviors between the both of you, which again, this one I'm a little bit cautious about because it kind of still suggests that they're going to be manipulative towards you. But this could also tell us that they actually want to forget about the devil energies. Reverse here. They want to release it. So, in other words, because I now finally, Gemini, it has been half your life, but now I've realized, I've seen a Kundalini awakening or whatever the hell it is. I finally had that revelation. You're it. You're the one. You've been waiting for me. And I'm ready to get my cup. Why is the door shut? Gemini? 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 Back to gaslighting it is. I'm just kidding. Hopefully you're not getting into that. Empress reverse going to Hierophant here. This person is just, Gemini, it's a no for me. Sorry. The other ones I could be 50-50. This is a no. This person, just their energy is consistently showing there's something of a red flag here. And they do have some type of traits where they want to overcome things, right? The only way that you're going to know this is true, you've got to watch this person's participation toward you. All right. If you do not see anything really changing, but man, when they talk with you, it sounds good. Don't buy that bullshit. All right. It's the words have to match the actions, and the actions have to match the words. Don't give them freebies. Don't do it. But then again, don't stay stuck in it. So I guess it's kind of a problem situation, isn't it? All right. I think you've got enough information for your read, Gemini. And move on. I feel like I was missing something then. And again, thank you for anyone that is watching. Sorry, these reads are a bit slower today. Chief didn't want the shenanigans for some reason with these reads. I literally, like, sometimes in the past I've got karma for being overly too insensitive. But it's just my personality, so don't take it the wrong way. King of Pentacles, Star in reverse. Alright. Well, we're going to take this, I guess, for Cancer. Cancer. Cancer, we have the, and let me change your banner too. We've got Star in reverse and the King of Pentacles. So you're getting either some type of miscommunication here, or I'm gonna have to clarify more into that actually, because it could talk about some, you are getting messages, but you don't. It's like you're unaware of it, or it's distorted, or it's being hidden, or maybe it's a private conversation. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Oh, this could all. So we're gonna take this actually for the present, and I'm gonna do your past first. Tell me about the past for the person that Cancer's not talking with, please. One-sided situation going on here. What was Cancer's role in this? Could have been some Cancers that maybe stop giving to whoever this person was. There's just, so Seven of Pentacles here in reverse is a problem, because it's suggesting that regardless of whatever your view of the situation was, rational, or how you're approaching it, being reversed there, it talks about things that played out, generated a bad outcome, but for some reason there's some side of you that chose to go redo it again, all right, or participate with them to do it again. So you just obviously assume your role. But Seven of Pentacles, whenever it's reversed, it's constantly immediately going to talk about third-party situations. It's always going to talk about people that are unfortunately not relationship material. Why? Well, they actually could be, but they have to get through all their insecurities and issues first. And if they don't want to do that, good luck. You're never going to get anywhere with this person. They oftentimes will rationalize kind of keeping things to themselves because they always have doubts about someone's going to do it to them. Or there's been past manipulation with one person, so that means everyone is going to have to suffer that fate. So, again, four of swords here. This person with coming up to this woman here like that could almost be referencing that they interfere with your ability to process emotions and also move past drama from the past or issues. So what do you get if you keep ignoring that? You're going to get a lot of pent-up emotions and a lot of frustration. Depression could be a thing. All right? So you might have found that this situation, Cancer, was a situation where you basically always gotta you got to obviously look their face, but you never actually got a decision out of them. Bummer. What about? Well, are you going to give me what I deserve? In other words, if there was another person, odds are pretty good they were giving to that situation and not yours. So for this energy to leave, they got to stop giving to one person, and one person's essentially do what they're supposed to do, which is be normal. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Again, it's showing that there's delays and blockages from this. All right, there was some type of independent energy or something around that being a look. Emperor is reversed here. Also, Ace of Swords is reversed. Just use the crow. Tarot. All right. So, what was Taurus's rationalization? Or not Taurus, Gemini. Oh my God, I'm getting like fucking messed up here. Cancer. Sorry. What was Cancer's understanding of the Six of Pentacles reversed in relation to Seven of Pentacles reversed? Just how did it relate to the King of Pentacles? Ah, okay. How did that affect Cancer? Because it's showing that this King of Pentacles is also not in good energy. So it kept you stuck on the situation. What about the King of Pentacles? What were they getting? What? This is weird. Oh, so they had the control. They basically, so here's the thing. Why the situation was so unfair, at least it would suggest from a potential Cancerian collective response, is that when this person would come around, you would never get, obviously, that kind of treatment that you inherently knew they should be giving you, or they should have made the effort to do, or, you know, you wanted or desired or craved, right? The Ace of Swords being reversed here, going to Nine of Pentacles, can also talk about a person that you would have to be concerned about. Are they just really here to take advantage of my money, my resources, or a free ride? Or are they just purely concerned more about physical and materialistic shit? So that pretty much implies hinting at a gold digger. Even if this person was poor, they can still dream to be one. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before, you know, Cancer reveals where that combination is, and we can go and get filthy rich. I mean, myself, of course. Judgment here does kind of tell us that it would allow them to almost have control over the situation by keeping it unfair, because you would inherently stay stuck in it, right? To prevent you from moving on, which is why I was talking about the Four of Swords. It would constantly pull you at a crossroads, and you're like, I don't know what to do because they never give me answers around this. So I stay stuck in it. Well, yeah, this person knows what's going on because they're the ones participating, by and large, it would suggest, in this situation, doing the damage here. Queen of Swords. Tell us about the Queen of Swords. Knight of Swords. So this could have been communication that was coming out about progress or work that was being put into a commitment that was delayed. Alright? Ace of Wands in reverse. Directly talking about the Wands energy being stifled. Going in the wrong directions. Even if it's making a big bang, it's doing nothing. It's not moving forward. It's just a big bang. Nothing more. Alright? It's uncontrolled energy because it's going to nowhere. Alright? Definitely a lot of suggestions here of communication that came through. With the... oh, please send it. Oh my god. I almost thought I read it wrong there for a second because I was like, wait. I was thinking for a hot minute this was Eight of Pentacles here. Because we have Six of Pentacles here. Alright, so it makes sense. So, can you take a gander why this is here, Cancer? I don't know, another person potentially, or this was, I don't know, a family member. It could have been a lot of different people that might have been pointing out, hey, just be aware there could be some problems here. Six of Pentacles. So this communication obviously rang true in some aspects. How did that affect Cancer? Look. Well, look at that bird. Stuck. So if you're a Cancer that is just quietly sitting to yourself, feeling depressed and lonely, well, I'm sure this crow looks pretty miserable too. So it's suggestive of a situation that is being kept stuck. Even when the person's at a distance, it could be a third party that's still lingering. This Ace of Swords in reverse can furthermore tell us that there's just an inability or desire to want to... I mean, you know that there's change that's needed, but you're not willing to really bend it or change it or look at it a different way. It has to be like your way, which could be a problem for some of you because it means that you are only seeing the lens in one way, right? And it's not allowing you to, I don't know, to see the charade that's going on here. Look, Two of Cups is here. It's like you're constantly seeing like the wrong picture here. This moon energy, just look at it. There's the crow, what they actually look like, and this is what's being projected. So it's like you're constantly getting this impression that things are the way that they are, when in actuality it's half of it's not even true. So if you know that's going on, why would you go back to doing that same energy? That's what the messages are kind of saying. whatever. Take it or leave it. If it's not your story, you don't have to worry about it, right? Why are they not talking with Cancer? One card. So we have Page of Wands in reverse. Again, because of messages. Why Empress? This is also talking about instability. So it's like almost suggestive. What does that have to do with the Page of Wands? One card. Is it messages or a start? Oh, it's a start. Okay, so never mind about messages. It's saying here that this person's not reaching out to you, Cancer, or not making the effort because of the fact of, one, potential for third-party connection still occurring. Number two, a lot of instability around finances, or there's just general instability, I don't know, in some fashion, or they're dealing with somebody else. All right? Wheel of Fortune in reverse can also suggest that this wheel has been like that for a while. Whenever this card is reversed, you see this energy, this has been going on for a while. All right? The Magician is obviously what this is about, so we know that they were trying to facilitate something. All right? We had the Empress here, and then again that Page of Wands here. So this was really the determination from their standpoint. Should I work with Cancer? Should I put the effort in? I get what's going on here now, but should I put the effort in? It's kind of suggestive. No. It's a page, and it's reversed. It's not even, I mean, it's the lowest energy you can get. So they're not... I mean, what does Cancer have to do to change their mind, or... if Cancer wants to. King of Pentacles? What? So you have the King of Pentacles here. Why the King of Pentacles? Oh, so you have to separate from... What? Cancer, this is a weird one, and I won't apply to all of you, but it's strongly talking about a Cancer that needs to, like, here's the problem. There it is. There's Tower reversed here. I'm just going to quickly show you that. Tower reversed. There's also Four of Wands in reverse. Immediately suggesting, in general, your security when you wake up, wherever the hell you sleep, or whatever, if it's your environment, if this person's around your energy in some way, fashion, or shape or way or whatever, could be potentially causing disharmony, which it prevents you from just about doing anything in life because you're always going to be stressing about it. So for some of you that constantly interacting with this person from time to time, it's like, really ask yourself, is that helping you get the kind of future that you want? The second thing is that it could just be that you inherently already know that the situation generates nothing but instability every time you guys are around each other. Why would I suggest that? Because the devil energy is here, suggesting that this devil is probably no stranger to the situation. It's been around for quite some time. There's no boundaries, and on top of that, the Six of Swords is reversed, suggesting to us low self-esteem, low confidence, because there's a reversal to not go through the storm. It's like, even though I know that there's something better on the other side, or it could be a better opportunity, too burnt out, I've got a reason, XYZ, all right? That's a real problem, because it means that you're going to stay in this situation waiting for nothing. You're waiting for what? That? Come on. The fact of the matter is that the minute that your partner has issues or problems, stuff like that, there's nothing you can do. The only thing you can do is say you want to talk about it. If they don't want to talk about it, nothing you can do, because they have to change it themselves. Not you. You can't change it for them. Right? So this could be just a toxic situation here overall, because it kind of seems like there's a degree of blocking a lot of blessings, blocking any type of true emotion from blooming, or a marriage potentially. There's definitely manipulation and crap going on here. Yeah, that would make sense why there's stuck energy here. Wheels reversed. Choose wisely, Cancer. For real. I mean, hell, even the Ace of Swords is reversed. I mean, bad planning. Repeating past mistakes here. Unrequited love situation, potentially. Do you even want to hear from this person? After all that? Cancer would like to know, is this person going to reach out? Yes. Page of Cups is here. This person will approach you, you know, with a cup. Here you go. I mean, I was eating it on the way to give it to you, Cancer, but, you know, figured you don't really mind. You know, there's Cancer right there, kind of saying, hey, you're eating my shit. Yeah. There's a star here as well. So it could be interfering with another connection. I didn't even notice that. Interference from being able to move on because of the way it's going to Six of Swords. Interesting. Wow. What is that crow doing? Gaslighting this situation. That's what they're doing. Why the Knight of Cups in reverse? Is this talking about gaslighting? Is it? Yes. Queen of Cups. Well, actually, no. It can also talk about that it is interfering two ways. Either this person is causing an unrequited situation to develop where there's a situation that's getting interfered with, right? But the problem is that if there's confusion being rampant throughout it, what it means is that, you know, there could be a lot of like hatred and things that starts to generate that shouldn't have happened in the first place, but all because of one person that had nothing to do with it. Well, they obviously wanted, they were jealous or something, but the Queen of Cups here, I mean, that's also suggestive it could be unrequited, because it's like, if they have this potential, then why the hell is the damn why is the Knight of Cups reversed? King of Swords in reverse, so it's suggesting they're not being honest about something, or they're bitter or upset about something. Tell me about the King of Swords in reverse. This card, when it's reversed, directly talks about someone that has a moral compass that implies they're aware of what they're doing, just choosing to ignore that part that says, hey, this is fucked up. Five of Pentacles reversed. So this person, why would... So they would be ignoring, wanting to talk. Why? This person... Wow, what a bastard, dude. Cancer. It's directly suggestive here that this person, the reason why they don't ever want to discuss if this applies, we found that, man, it's like every time I keep trying to talk things out with this person, it's suggestive they just don't want you to move on from the situation. So the best way to do that is to absolutely not give you any closure. Yeah. Why in the world would they do that? Because they have another person they're dealing with, and they just can't decide. So high chance this could be, unfortunately, a Cancer of some sort in some situations, but the ones watching this, you can just flip it, alright? And it's suggestive that you would obviously be just one of the people in this kind of dynamic, or what about for Cancers that are, you know, didn't do anything wrong here, weren't in third parties? What should I tell them, Chief? So if that was your story, that you don't have any third party that you're aware of, and you're also not participating in any of this garbage, it's suggestive that in your case, if it's just a regular breakup between two people, hang on, because we got 7 of Swords now. No, 5. Oh no, 5 of Swords is reversed here, going to the 10 of Wands here, upright. So it's telling you, Cancer, if you're in this situation, just a simple one, how much work are you putting into it? This is going to be for Cancers that either A, just kind of want to put the entire burden onto the other person, it's their job to fix it. It's suggestive here that's not going to happen. Alright? 5 of Swords in reverse, it's just, I mean, directly about conflict or arguments or like a huge loss. It was just stupid, whatever happened or transpired. So it's only going to pretty much make this literally an uphill battle if one person is being held liable to basically go and have to fix everything. It's like, if that is how it is, then just don't deal with the person. Because, you know, it really and truly, when we think about it, what are we asking for when two people are wanting to have a convo with each other and talk things over? It's because they're really trying to evaluate if we're going to reconcile or not. Well, I mean, if you don't want to carry the burden, then why join it, you know? I don't know. But this would kind of more so, like, again, fit like a third party more so. But take it or leave it, whatever. I mean, look at this. Magician's reverse going to 6 of Pentacles reverse. Last message for Cancer. Out of move on. How is this relating to Cancer's person's role? Why the Moon in reverse? Ooh. Cancer, stick around. If this applies to you, you need to be aware of this. Why can't they actually just do the work? I don't understand why, Spirit. It's for once they can just do it. Why is that so hard? Why Knight of Swords? This person, Cancer, the problem here is that what it's saying is that there's a reason why the 6 of Pentacles is shown reversed. We obviously discussed it already, right? But here we have it again, right? It's going this time to the Magician in reverse, suggesting that there is... It's not just... Oops, I didn't know that this was going on. I didn't see it your way. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. If I'd known. No. This person absolutely fucking knows what's going on, because there's the 10 of Wands again. 8 of Wands. In other words, there's probably been communication about this before. This is not the first time. And also, it's suggestive that they know. They know why this is a problem. They know. Because it directly stops things moving forwards, which is kind of something it suggests they seem to be interested in. 3 of Wands reversed. Case in point. Not moving things forward. But how? What's going on there? You know, looks like they said they were going to put their best foot forward, right? Well, according to this, remember that page there? What do we have after it? The Moon in reverse. What's coming behind that? Hierophant reversed. The Devil reversed. And, go figure, the Page of Wands. Here's my concerns about this energy. Because the Moon in reverse can talk about directly self-sabotaging oneself when it's reversed. With the surrounding energy and this manipulation crap that's already transpired, it's not a doubt in my mind, especially with the old Devil being here, that this person still hasn't changed certain things about them. In other words, whatever crazy behavior they had before, they're going to do it again. Alright? If there was concerns around the 6 of Pentacles, you can expect more of it, because it's suggesting it directly right here. Right? Also showing on here that they would tell you, high possibility, would tell you that they no longer are taking part in this Devil's energy. Oh, they won't tell you the Devil energy, but the behaviors that go along with it. I know. It just, I didn't have things straightened out in my life, you know. I just couldn't really, you know. Well, I don't think I ever thought about it, actually. Maybe over dinner you can remind me what I did. I just need to bring my notepad, of course, so I can write every detail down, just for memories. Screw this person, dude. I just have a feeling in some ways, like... Alright, I'm going to ask this specific question. I did it once for I think it was Taurus or Gemini. I just want to see what it gives us here. Why would this person do this to Cancer? Because this is just screwing themselves. They're not getting anything. They're not going to really win. They're going to screw themselves. 4 Cups, so they don't want you to move on. Alright, so they don't want you to find peace, but there's got to be more to it, you know. One other reason. What is the main one? Come on, the ultra hidden one. Can't be that simple. The fourth ones? Tell us more about that. So this is going to be talking about you potentially getting some type of celebration, achievement, or success. Or, I don't know, the Three of Wands moving forwards. Why would they want to cripple that? They have fear that you have somebody else potentially in the picture, Cancer. That's why. That is why. Their rationale is basically, well, if Cancer doesn't like me or knows certain things about me, I can either have Cancer walk away and probably never come back, or I can just try and gaslight the shit out of them and hope that it keeps Cancer stuck on me. This is what they're trying to prevent you from getting. There's the Three of Wands card that directly talks about movement out of the tower, doing something. So forward movement, which would want communications during the bloom. That new start you've been asking for. There's the Lovers, passion. Lovely. Well, the nefarious part is literally just to raise your hopes up and then let it tumble down, I guess. They still feel that this energy of entrapment is the best viable way to, I guess, keep you around, and that truth and clarity is... Who would do that? I don't know, like, normal people. So I am, unfortunately, I think this is going to be a, so you decide for yourself, but I think it's a waste of time. If they haven't learned by now, come on. Especially if they're the Cancer that is doing a considerable amount of work. Like, you're always finding yourself fucking having to do everything. Don't play that role, really. It's just not fair to you. And it's like if you're getting a damn reading that's literally confirming what you already know that it's bad. Why go back? Alright, we're going to move on, I think. I mean... still ask, will this person reach out to Cancer? I'm going to say yes. I mean, pretty much suggested every... We have Chariot here. Will this person, the Cancer's not talking, will they reach out? Actually, no, they won't. It's suggested the Four of Cups. Wow, they're actually on defense. Wasn't expecting that. There's Queen of Swords. Why is this person guarded but missing Cancer at the same time? Unable to walk away. That's why. Well, I mean, what does Cancer need to know about whether... So it's suggesting you gotta stay in the outs for me for now. Reminisce about the past. So, I mean, that's pretty much your answer. I mean, so will this person reach out? I think they will. But how long is the question? If that tree is pretty comfortable, I mean, they might be there for a while, inevitably. It's been about 20 years. I think I'm ready to make that commitment. We're 93 years old. It's too late. Damn. Shouldn't have stayed under that comfy tree. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go to Leo next. Oh, what does Cancer need? One wild card for Cancer. Anything Cancer needs to know. Wild thing for Cancer. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Why is that wild? Why does Cancer care? Hermit reversed. How does this relate to Cancer? How does this Hermit... Oh, this... Yeah, there it is. I mean, oh, jeez, it just keeps going on. Cancer, here's the problem. So this wild card that you got, it's telling you here that the Hermit in reverse is somebody that could be isolated. I don't know if it's referring to you or not, but it could be talking about another person, alright? The Hanging Man is reversed here. Both of these energies are suggesting something that is concealed, isolated. They both synergize with this. In other words, it could be talking about plans that are hidden from you to snare you. It could talk about somebody that is just so kind of like off in their own world. No, I'm sorry, let me retract that because it'll confuse this. The Magician being reversed here, we just kind of talked about that. They don't have any good intentions towards, as far as the manipulation is still going to continue, it would suggest. Alright? It's telling you that you need to basically start seeing the bigger picture about the Four of Swords in reverse. That if you can't heal from past things that have occurred between this person or some other situation, it's very hard for you to get a move on. Alright? It's very hard to also find the truth or ask for the truth or face the truth. So you may have to do that. Now, it's possible in relation to all of that, for some of you have been spending too much time trying to do it yourself, working through it, but getting nowhere. You need to draw a line, is what it's saying here. When is enough thinking enough? You know, if you can't resolve the situation, this energy can talk about literally even going into addictions, going into just isolating from social situations, avoiding new love opportunities because you just want to keep sticking around with something that's not working. Magician reversed, it has no means. I mean, this is spiritual, and it's not only the physical planes, but it's the spiritual planes. So if it's reversed, you don't have Chief's blessing. There's a problem there. It needs to be fixed before you get Chief's blessing for it to go upright, right? So, something to consider. Also, Seven of Pentacles is the last thing here. In reversal position with all of this, it's saying that you keep, as I said earlier, you keep doing something. It's a certain behavior, habit, or something. You keep doing it repeatedly over and over and over again. So it's not helping. It's working against you instead of, you know, obviously helping you. So, Tower. Moon, fears, Jesus, Cancer. I gotta get off your reading. What is Cancer doing that's causing Tower after Tower? I mean, not making a decision, you're not choosing to talk apparently or something like that, or Temperance is reversed here, again, not talking again. It's like you're leaving someone on the outs and then you're kind of doing this lopsided situation. This won't apply for all of you. But this could be your way of dealing with things for some Cancers out there, where it's like, I'm just not going to clarify, I'm not going to tell them anything, fuck it, I don't have to. It's telling you don't do that because it's causing a lot of confusion, it's causing relationships to end because of it, and it's causing stagnancy. Alright. Yeah, whatever, we're done. Take it or leave it, we're going to move on here. We have to move on from this long-ass reading. One day we're going to be done with the third-party situations. I don't know why they're still bleeding in here. Should have done just the general messages. Alright. Leo. Thank you again for anyone that's still watching. Do appreciate it. These reads have been kind of redundant, but it's this damn energy. Once it passes, I'll be able to get some actual exciting reads. Alright. I mean, it's not that these couldn't be exciting, but it's like, you know, we already read it. I kind of feel like this is old news. The Hermit reversed again for Leo. So it could be a Cancer Leo cusp sign for some of you. I'm talking about you as the viewer. Some of you could be a Cancer Leo cusp. So check out, well, don't check out Cancer read. It's going to be the same as yours. Judgment's reversed here. Potentially. Alright, tell me about this past situation with our Leos, please. Person they're not talking with. Queen of Wands reversed. Empress reversed. Seven of Cups. There's either fantasizing going on here or kind of a dream. It was a dream roll a little bit about, well, there's Nine of Pentacles here, so this tells me there could have been a smoke screen here. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Is that Look, blinding you from moving on to your destiny. Okay, world is just going to be for, in most situations, if you want to look at it at the most simplistic, the most simplistic explanation. Did you learn the lessons as a couple or not? Is one person still wanting to hang on to toxic ways, or are we both going to grow with each other? All right. Even if one of you is doing a great job, a swell job, it doesn't matter because you need two people to participate if you're trying to do it from a romantic standpoint, right? So, Spirit obviously isn't going to reward situations that are just constantly doing the things they're not supposed to, right? But the problem here is that whoever this person is that you're dealing with, Leo, is it's like a situation that's just going in a vicious cycle, all right? And it's probably suggestive of the Nine of Pentacles being somebody that has self-esteem issues. This could be a Leo that has had anxiety or confidence issues, or I don't know, self-worth or something around this. Basically, it could have been from a past relationship or family situation for some of you. But this is the opposite of that. It's kind of somebody that's gone through the strength challenge and would be someone that's facing the opportunities ahead. There's the sun. They're looking at all the potential and their bachelorette material. But the most important thing is that they're ready for a challenge, right? The other potential is that you were so much in a dream world about somebody you failed to realize that they were just concerned for their money and basically hoarding money, and that's it. I mean, you should be like, why why is it that you seem to always be so much more concerned about materialistic things? When are you going to buy me this? When are we going to go here? When are we going to do this? It's always like, wow, very proactive person. Or are they just after the almighty dollar? So, if somebody is in a dream world, I'm not saying you're delusional, but what I'm saying is that it's very easy for people that know what they're doing to create a smokescreen to somebody that's hooked on. Still hooked on them, right? Right out of the player's narcissist handbook. And we already know the scheme is going to be essentially don't let her or him move on. Why? Because they know that the minute you're gone, if they were getting something from you, it's gone as well, right? So this could also talk about codependence. If you have, this situation has been a codependent situation where you always just have this person running to you out of nowhere with their fucking problems or issues. And it's like, God, how old are you? Like, we can't do this anymore, right? I mean, it's nice to give a shoulder to cry on and to talk to these things, but you have to really ask yourself, when are you actually doing something about it, right? You know, if it's just coming back the whole time when it's supposed to be dinner or something, but now we're talking about this other ex or some bullshit that you don't care about. You know, and here's the thing. Spirit will do that to some certain people and stuff like that, and you'll kind of get a shit result. And the reason is pure and simple, or plain and simple. You need to say no. It's not for me. Why? Because you value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, you're probably going to allow someone to do this to you. Look, keep you basically at a crossroads permanently in your mind. It's like, well, why would you think you couldn't be able to make a choice? Probably because there's so much damn confusion being pumped into the situation. At least from Cancer's read. And this read is suggesting the same thing. And this just went in the trash. Any progress, any potential for that, Spirit threw it in the trash. So it doesn't have any ability, and the communication is probably garbage, is what it was also talking about. So, 5 of Cups, I mean, look, there's still a lot of disappointment. So it's kind of like a dogging situation here, Leo, I get it. But the thing is, it's important the most important thing here is to recognize if you are participating in this madness here. Because Spirit does have something lined up, apparently for quite a few people, but if you're getting this energy, you're not getting it right now. Until this crap resolves. So if you're not in these type of third-party situations, you don't have to worry as much. Yeah, just wanted to make sure I was still recording. Alright, let's go into your person here a bit more. Talking about this person our Leos wants to spy, or not spy on, person Leo's not talking about. Temperance in reverse, and you also have the Seven of Pentacles here. Star is reversed here, so some of you could be blocked from this person, or you're not having any communication. If you are off and on, it would be suggestive with the Star in reverse and Temperance both being reversed that there isn't a lot of optimism or faith or interest even around this. So you guys basically growing together for a new chapter. It's like, look, so there's Two of Cups, but let's go in the Star in reverse, right? We also have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, so there's just no effort. The effort that's really required to kind of get to the bottom of this is not there. Six of Wands. Why? Because probably ego is at play here. There's an issue of pride. Tower. Boom. So that's why. Damn, dude. Tower. Alright, so tell us about Tower and the Six of Wands. Looks like I hit that nail quite hard, huh? Okay. It's a cold energy. This is the problem here. This energy borrows off of, again, narcissism to a degree, because it is cold and closed off. It is self-motivated and self-concerning. I'm not saying, obviously, Leos, I'm not trying to say all Leos are like this, but the point of me saying it is to kind of reflect and just say to yourself, like, is that just the person you're dealing with, or do you have some participation in it? Why? Because it can be something indirect, where you're not even realizing you're doing it, where it's like you're being cold to this person, but your rationale is they deserve it. Well, for all we know, the other person feels that you deserve it, even though if it's crazy. What is their rationale? Well, let's just ask, because I'm curious now. What is their rationale for being emotionally closed off to Leo? If they were to do something messed up, what would be their rationale for being closed off? Uncaring. Three of Wands? Why Three of Wands? Why are they so concerned about this? One moment here. Why are they so concerned? Why would it, for what reason? So this is for self-motivating reasons. Can you give me one card to clarify? Not that one. Anything but that. So it kind of suggests here why this person's doing this. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with my gut with this one. Alright. It's not giving me a... I need a particular... There's a couple cards I could get, but it keeps like dodging them for some reason, which is really annoying because now I can't really conclude this. What it's saying here, Leo, is that this person is directly... So when they kind of fuck you over, screw you over, or cause drama or bullshit, high potential, it's intentional, alright? You would know this if this person has done it multiple times, alright? They do have a reason for doing it. They themselves, apparently, it would seem, have a lot of insecurities and a lot of problems. Potentially, this person was in a situation in some fashion in the past, who knows how long ago, where the treatment may not have been good, or there was a lot of shitty practices and kind of things going on, like an unorthodox kind of situation. Alright? They ended up getting hurt, or kind of betrayed, or there's a lot of pain and stuff that they carried. They never healed past it. In come you. Well, the problem is that when you started having problems with this person, they triggered this. And for that reason, now they kind of feel it's justified, because you're, if anything, the problem. So this could be seen that they somehow in their head have this perception that with the Page of Swords in reverse, they are getting the message that you are in some ways not willing to actually contribute or work with things, like work on the situation. They could feel like you're lying and you're just kind of doing, I don't know, a reflection of what happened in the past. Alright. For that reason, it's kind of in their head, it's love and war. Well, no, it's not actually justified in reality because they're not getting all the messages. It could suggest delays in communication, things they needed to know. So that could be from you, could be from someone else, or it could just be a failure on their side to even attempt to try and understand this in a different way. A lot of imbalance. So just be aware that their past history could be motivating why they do what they do. That's one of another reason why they don't want to talk about it, because it's sensitive. So every time you're wondering why I don't want to talk about it, well, one, because it's fulfilling their plan, and two, it's a issue from the past that they, I mean, Lord knows a therapist probably wouldn't even get it out from them. So high potential narcissism could be a problem here, because the whole point of narcissism is so that you don't have to address your issues. And there's, the compensation and whatnot. But. All right, tell us about Leo's person here. Are they gonna reach out to Leo? I'm gonna say no. Fuck. Okay. Apparently, it's saying. What about the prior energy though? So this person is aware that if you're wanting or waiting for them to reach out to your Leo, it's like they're almost aware that you're kind of in a tough predicament, or you're trapped in your mind, or you worry a lot. Why? Just tell me if I'm correct about that. Look, again, right there, the cage. This person knows how to snare you and how to trap you and what's going on when it comes to old Leo and the thinking cap. So if you are somebody that thinks you're hiding it very well, you're not, because this person, we literally got from the tarot definitive indication it was about snaring, trapping someone. Was Wes making that up? It's literally on the card. Okay. Why in the earth would this person be thinking that? And then this. One looks like it's you going to an actual jail. And the other looks like it's bells and whistles, it's heavens coming down, all of God's glory, this perfect lover. Give us one card for this, please. But Ace of Pentacles reversed, so. Can you imagine why it'd be reversed? It's suggestive. There's really no opportunity to be found. It's just basically going to be sold to you, but it's not there. Look, they'll leave you out in the cold. So, overall, this person likes to adopt the Arizona lottery. It's a very, obviously popular kind of set of words that I use on the channel here. You can't win if you don't play, Leo. In other words, just remember, the people who actually win the lottery, I think they have like 200 million to 1 odds. So you can imagine how long of a way you still gotta go. So, no. Stop dropping coins into the slot machine. They're, I don't know what kind of a home style situation they have going for them, but it doesn't look too inviting, alright? I wouldn't say it's an accurate representation of their Knight of Cups here. Moon. This person could be... What? Tell us more. So there's more to this. Right as I was talking about that, Moon comes out, which talks about illusions, inaccuracies. Go on, and lo and behold, look what is there. Wow, a cage after we just talked about, I don't know, a cage. How far does this go, Chief? You're still getting bars? I mean, fuck me, dude. Is this a dungeon? Does this person have a dungeon or something? There's enough... Or a prison? Look at this. Good God. Spirit, what are you trying to reference here with the considerable wall? This is like Donald Trump would be ecstatic about this wall. Look at it. So this is your person, your boo thing right here. I mean, Jesus Christ. Yeah, they definitely embody some degree of that. I want to say it's a roach, but you know, Spirit was like saying, maybe stop with the roach thing, okay? Because it's not nice to the other person. I'm like, okay. Going to the Ace of Wands is going to the Eight of Swords. An opportunity to basically come out of this energy. Go on. Judgment reversed. Magician reversed. Spirit, you can't be serious. This person's not. I mean, this is the Knight of Cups reversed. Remember this fucker over here? Oh. It appears the gravity has switched on us. I'm so sorry. I forget what planet I'm on. I'm always on the move, you know. And I thought we discussed that. Wasn't this about coming out of, you know, all that anxiety you have? Meanwhile, actually, I'm planning to keep you in there. For all you know, probably even want you to see this, so it just puts you more in your head. But the Magician's reversed here. There's no action being taken towards this, or there's manipulation occurring, in which case you're never going to get to it because it's being manipulated. Warning. This energy would absolutely do it. King of Wands is reversed. Be careful here, Leo. Please. Why would Leo go back to this? Why? Oh, why? This energy is super clear. This person is a no-go. Two of Pentacles. So it's suggested for some of you, if your living situation or something is kind of like up in the air, maybe you would, you know, or you have a lot of responsibilities or things are just overwhelming you, then yeah, this person might be someone that you feel you don't have a choice from. Like, you have to go back to them, essentially. What is your take on that, if that's true, Spirit? There's got to be at least 1 or 2 cancers or something that have that scenario. Or hard times, or I just have to. My situation's different. We'll see. Emperor. What would you suggest it's saying from there? It's showing a ram that is very proud, upright, making an offensive stance. So it's suggestive that you need to work on yourself. For those of you who have like self-esteem issues, stage fright, don't want to talk in front of people, can't take criticism, things like that, I'm living proof you can do it. Alright? It's not like I, you know, started doing this show, right? And then on the first day I was just ready to go. I mean, I had a lot of anxiety. You know, this was not something that I ever anticipated I'd do in my life. But, well, my ex-girlfriend apparently was able to get me to overcome that fear. That was part of my spiritual challenge, so that's why I'm here. So it does have a purpose. For anyone wondering, God does have a purpose for all of this. Tell me about the High Priestess reverse. Last message here. I don't think we need to know anything more about this. It's also saying for some of you here, some Leos are not, you're choosing in some ways when you look at this situation with this person. Just tell me about the Page of Wands in reverse. It's like, look, it's almost like you know already what Spirit wants you to know. We've got the Empress in reverse, so there's no growth in the situation. You know that you need to come out, you know, if some of you are stressing or worrying, or it's about this other person, it could even suggest you're aware, right? You need to go clear some things up. Just so your name is clear, you don't have to worry about it. Double energy. Look at the small person, large double, right? Case in point, it's intimidation or someone that's always just trying to kind of crush you from ever having a response back to them. Stuff like that. Why? Because they know that you're going to be right. Well, instead of just taking it or accepting that as unfair, go and do something about it. Walk away, be assertive, you know, but don't allow them to leech off of you or enable their situation. This is important. I'm getting this strongly before you read, Leo. Don't allow enabling behaviors, because even if you think you're doing something good for them or they're directly asking you for help, look at the past. Has it resulted in positive change? If the answer is no, then ask yourself how Spirit feels about it, because you're generating more negative karma. It's just creating a situation that's just generating bad energy. I mean, you can't reward that. So that's where it's confusing, because it's like, well, I was the victim. It's like, well, showed up. So instead of showing up, why not put the time to yourself? If you are already a confident person, because I would kind of assume most Leos are, right? Then the only other thing it's going to talk about is what are you manifesting back into your life in relation to this person. All right, because this was some reference that's important for you here, because of that crow being enlarged, suggesting that you're seeing this situation or something around this person, or how you view things. It's distorting kind of your decision making, but you probably consider it normal. When Spirit's saying, hold up, you probably need to go and recheck what you're visualizing, right? Again, it's around this cheating, betrayal, the loss that occurred, the delays. You're obviously, anyone would be upset about it, but Spirit's saying you're not quite understanding or seeing certain things about this situation, and it will be revealed, but you have to be patient, right? And also to keep in mind that it would suggest some are aware of this issue, but don't feel it is a present issue anymore. In other words, I've moved past this. Well, Spirit's saying, not really. This is going to probably apply if you're watching tarot reads about this person. It could apply if you are still thinking about them or kind of wondering what they're doing. Okay? So either resolve it or reconcile with them is what Chief wants. But with a toxic person, you got to make that choice yourself. God can. All right. Will this person... How can I even ask? That's like different. Will this person... What is it that Leo can do then? I mean, this person seems like they're impossible to change here. So it's saying you have to make a choice. You have to choose what you've learned from this situation, and ideally it wants you to move on from it. All right, what about if Leo wants to reconcile? Then what? Saying you first got to get over the pain. And it's once again reiterating, it's not a fulfilling situation, but it's also suggesting you're not seeing everything just yet. Eight of Pentacles here going to Magician in reverse is suggestive. It could be mixed here, where I don't know if it's... There. So here's the problem. What that's talking about is that there's Leos that are spending a considerable amount of time down old memory lane. Okay, the Six of Cups can talk about blooming situations and things going well in the present. I had a person that had to clarify me. This was like a year and a half ago. Just so you know, blah blah blah. I'm like, I know. Okay, I know. It just never gets talked about with this card because of the fact that it's so rare when it actually does happen. Okay, but 9 times out of 10, gossip, yes. Talking about kids, yes. Talking about memory lane, absolutely, even more so when it's reversed. Could it be about an ex? Not definitive. When it's reversed, yes. So my assumption is that given this situation is about an ex-partner, is why the Tower is here. It's talking about something about your too much time is being spent daydreaming. About maybe why it happened the way that it did. There's the Ten of Swords. It's like, why is this still here? Because it's not, we wouldn't see it in the energy if it was cleared out, right? And go figure, there's the Chariot reversed. Told you Chief wanted it. So I guess the collective reading was just kind of pointless, wasn't it? Look, this is what Spirit wants from you. 9 of Swords reversed. So, why the 9 of Swords reversed? What is it that every Leo is probably going to disagree with you on, Spirit? What would be... I mean, if Leo was doing this, how would they know? What? Can you clarify that? What are you talking about? So it's saying, like... This is such a weird... I don't think I've ever had a message like this. It's like saying that you're independent or moved on, but instead of like true like love or romance, or you're not thinking of anything like that, but you're thinking of just general stuff. But Spirit's like, I know what's being contemplated, which is the cycle. That's why Spirit's having a problem with it. Referring back to, again, Leo, it's saying that some of you could have quite the mouth to you. Like, in other words, you could definitely hold your own in an argument. But what Spirit's not happy about is that, the boundaries is what's more important. It's not that anybody can just kind of ignore someone. It's, do you value yourself? In other words, when this person came in the last time, was able to kind of sabotage the shit out of everything, right? Was that just a one-time fluke, or did it go over many years? Because if it's been going over recurrent years, the question is, why was that occurring over and over and over again? Because, hey, I'm sure in those situations they ignored each other plenty of times, but it kept on ticking. That's why it's talking about in boundaries. When does the line get crossed? When is enough's enough? There is none in this situation. That's why it never ends, why you can never seem to get over the X. That's why it stays in energy. Keeps you stuck. Hangman reverse. So it's plain and simple, unable to move on. It can even talk about isolating, just keeping it to yourself because nobody wants to hear it. That's not a healthy solution either. So, anyways, you got enough, I guess, Bible thumping. I kind of almost feel like that's why I left the advice out, was because it started to seem like the way Spirit sometimes wants to communicate these messages is almost like thumping it on your head type thing. But I don't know, I suppose the reader could always just read it wrong, but I'm pretty confident in the message. What wild can we ask for our Leos? Something that would be interesting about this person. I'm more curious to see, is this person someone you can reconcile with or not? Obviously, it seems like you never get there, but assuming that blockage was removed, would you be able to do it? That's more what you should probably be thinking about, is what haven't you thought about yet? Oh my god, so many cards. Sorry folks, I just don't want to get like this monster pile going here. Alright, let's use the dark wood for this. Alright, we want to do a mystery bonus for our Leos here. Alright, we've got the point, Spirit. But is it possible, just if we were living in an alternative reality, what would Leo have to do in order to have this play out as they wanted it to? Okay, but so it's giving you Seven of Swords in reverse and the Fool in reverse. So what it's saying is that when an opportunity comes along to you, you can't ignore it. You can't choose not to take a chance. So you're like, well, I thought you said to avoid this person because they're toxic or whatever like that. That's the problem with when it comes to the spiritual messages, and I found this out the hard way. When you get advice like this, the problem is that Spirit cannot choose for you. So if you think that Spirit's going to do everything and just fix it all, it's not how it works, because it's robbing you of your right as a human to choice, right? Assuming you live in a country where you have choice. In this context, Spirit can't choose that for you, because then it's living your life for you. So you've kind of, in some ways, wanted to play it safe, which seems fine to me. But Spirit's saying you want the opposite. You want to basically get involved with this person, but you're just not liking the past and what they've done, right? So go on, see what's next. This Nine of Swords is coming out again. So there's something about this constant stressing about probably, are they going to do it again? Are they going to betray me again? Or why are they coming home late? Or why is this going on? Who is this person? If you're asking those questions, then just know that if this person did come back for a relationship, odds are pretty good it's not going to last very long. Because this energy is emotionally and mentally draining. One of the side effects of this card, when you see it, and why it's pretty much a doomed situation, is because it directly talks about the heart being shut off. I mean, how can you build chemistry? You can't. No one's going to be able to build any type of relationship with a closed heart. And there's also, again, communication is the problem, which is a key theme. So, I think you get the point here, you know. But, geez, just these three things alone, I mean... Well, communication you could do. Nine of Swords. What? Go into a bit more detail about that, please. You have... So here's the thing. Either you are willing to trust this person again or not. But if you want to trust them again, then you need to really invest into conservative values. Why? To come out, to basically stop with all the bullshit. One of two things is going to happen. Either A, this person is going to participate with you, or they won't. Either way, you'll have your answer. Alright? The only risk there is that do it in a way that you don't get fucking screwed over. Alright? But, I mean, I think that's actually a pretty genius way to solve this. So if you really kind of feel like if this person, I don't know, is doing something you've never seen, Spirit's not entirely saying it couldn't work out. It's just right now, if this doesn't change, it'll stay like this. Your heart also needs to be open. So, Tower. Jesus Christ. Ay, ay, ay. Why Tower over Queen of Cups? Was it because the heart has been shut off? I mean, not all will agree with that. Truth. What is Leo's approach then? What has it been? Why is the Ace of Swords? Or why, this could also talk about here, Leo. Look, even with trying to come and resolve these other factors, maybe you could do that for some of you, right? But one thing that is paramount, and I mean, man, I even skipped by me. Your heart has to be open, and you also have to be reciprocating the act of love. In other words, you are showing this person that you really mean it, right? But the predicament why it's towering is because odds are pretty good. You're still going to want it, but when push comes to shove, you're going to reject it. Because why? It doesn't meet the criteria. So then Chief's like, well, why are you dealing with it then? Because I want it, but then you don't want it. You see the problem here? That's the dynamic that's getting tired. Alright, now you got it. We're done with your reading. Part of advice for Leo. You need to heal and move on from the situation. So this is suggesting that what you want can potentially, literally come available to you. But it really depends, do you learn the lessons and get out of the situation? If it's not your story, don't worry about it, alright? We're done, Leo. I think I'm gonna do just up to Virgo, and I'm gonna do the last 6 tomorrow because it's these third-party reads again. Spirit, why are we doing third-party reads again? Well, actually, no. This read is not third-party. Let me see. Where is it? One card. So it's showing disconnected energy though. It's like you might have moved away from this person that you really cared about, or distanced yourself from them. Okay, so is this third party or not? Oh, Queen of Cups is reversed, so that must be you. Now we're just gonna figure out who's the other black cat. We just need one more. Suppose I could have taken the Four of Pentacles, whatever. So it's showing as a Page of Wands reverse. Alright, so you've got a water sign, Page of Wands reverse, and then you have King of Cups upright. So high potential, if it's third party, you have some person that's kind of more of sits on the side, doesn't really have that much of a grip in the situation. This King of Cups obviously does. It does suggest in some ways for a Leo that could be emotionally shut off. Why? Because they do want the reciprocation, but somehow this King's not giving it to them, or the situation's not available for feelings to kind of you know, be mutually reciprocated. Because especially if it's a Leo that's shut off, or it's the other person. All right, we're done with your reading. We're gonna go to Virgo now. Yeah, that was a long one. What do we got? Damn, 2 hours and 42. I went way overboard with the time. Sorry, folks. These readings are super long. It was supposed to be like quick reads, and that's how I was planning it. But this was an on-the-spot kind of thing, and I kind of got carried away with it. So yes, I'll finish the last 6 tomorrow. But I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, should I just try and do a different read or something, like tomorrow? Because I mean, I just feel like this is, it is technically telling us something different, but I mean, I just feel like it's the same stuff as Spying Them. So it's like, Spirit's doing this obviously because there's a couple of reasons. I've already been told about it, but it's just like, how, I mean, I don't know how long that's going to go on for. For all I know, this is going to go on for weeks. Free will. Thanks. Good night. Yes. When will she friggin' move? Karma, Keen, Strong, Trauma One, all about the cash. All true. Yeah, that's the point. Lynn, that's the way you kind of described it. That's kind of the situation Chief's pointing out. You know, it's like difficult situations like that where it's like it's hard to really make any growth with it. So that's the rationale why Spirit wants these reads to keep coming out, because there's a lot of things going on in them that's just, people are just getting nothing. There's no growth, there's no fulfillment. It's just a pile of nothing. It ends up in the same kind of shitty like result every time. I mean, if a tarot reading is going to be like the best clarity you're going to get out of the situation, it kind of says it all about, you know, how the situation is doing overall. Not good. Queen of Cups here. Again, this could be if this person cares about you, loves you, type thing. Anyways, we'll finish up with Virgo, and then I guess I'm going to end it there because I'll see. I mean, I just do not feel like reading the same damn story over and over and over again. I just can't. I've done it with Spying Them twice, and I feel like I'm going to lose my damn mind if I have to keep hearing third party. We got it, Spirit. We got it. Absolutely. I want the regular reads back. Okay, so this one's probably going to be like something around direct cheating here. Why did I have... Okay. Sorry, I thought I scripted timestamps here. Oh, and the banner. Fuck. Alright, here we go. Virgo. So, for your read, we're already starting off with the Seven of Swords here. And the Three of Swords in reverse. This is not good because it's immediately going to tell us that whoever this person is likely has some type of association to, well, I don't know, sneaking around, away from you, doing things they know they shouldn't, or participating in activities that generally result in bad things for you. Why is the Three of Swords in reverse? This is a very bizarre combo. So they know, before we even clarify and look into this more, this person, Virgo, already knows that you want a successful connection. They know that you've thought about it. They know pretty much there's probably been a lot of contemplation around who did what and whatever. But now we still have all swordsy here. I actually think now, based on this person is potentially trying to avoid the situation because of either a third party they started or pain they've put you in. Alright, you can pretty much see your heart is stabbed right next to your bed. I mean, which could suggest this person cheated on you as well, because that would cause a lot of pain. This person just probably doesn't want to deal with that, but they know that it's on your mind, probably also keeping you stuck a little bit in the situation. Tell me about this person our Virgos are not talking with. What is this person feeling towards Virgo? So there's going to be a lot of things that we're not going to know here, folks. Just be cautious about these reads as well. Another reason I don't want to do them, because there's things that are not being revealed yet. So it's going to change the story again. Six of Pentacles reversed and Queen of Wands. So we've got an unrequited love situation here. Okay. Why are they not talking with Virgo? So they're either holding back, but is this intentional, or is this talking about they have some type of issue they're trying to work on? Stars reversed. They're holding back communication from you intentionally. God only knows why that is. Because they're involved with somebody. Clarify the Hierophant. Is that talking about commitments? So something that you're unaware about, Virgo. Do tell us more. Spirit, now you got my attention now. Uh-oh. I've got someone else that's in the woodworks. For those of you, I don't know why it's treating it like you don't know. Some of you may not know. If this person has been giving you the, kind of been taking you for a very generous tour of all their narcissist tricks, which no doubt, again, whenever you have these situations, especially with the devil, it's going to be some degree of narcissism somewhere thrown in there. Alright? This card obviously is talking about two things. And something I want to reiterate here for certain people that, watch my channel a lot. In these third-party situations, it is not about this person showing up. When Spirit's talking about this, it's not... Like, we'll say 25% of the card is talking about just general emotions, giving to each other money. It's just kind of caring for each other, right? Most people think it's 100% of the card. It's not. The critical portion is, who is this person giving to? Who's the other person? That's who Spirit wants gone. They either have to be gone or you have to be gone. Someone's got to go. So when this person is trying to figure out, well, I am giving more to you, it's like, yeah, but you're also giving to another person. That's the problem. So be clear about that. It's not just, hey, can you throw me some more money? Could you be a bit more affectionate? It's, could you also maybe get rid of the other person that's not supposed to be there? Thanks. Or you don't deal with them. That's where the issues are coming from. Because why this person isn't able to offer you much when they're dealing with another person. It's like this, they want to try and be the super boyfriend or girlfriend. We'll just go into two different directions here. I'll take right and you take left. Obviously, if it's, for most of you, it's going to be a guy that's probably trying to just, rack up the ladies. Why have one when I can have two? Again, kind of feels like there's potential for both of them. Both of them could also do stuff for, again, communication. Showing up here, there it is. There it is. Probably this would be a better representation of having, this is really the dynamic of these situations. It's always going to be one person. Most of the audience is going to be female, so I'm just going to do this comparison. But two obviously people that both this king likes. And I'm sure it's not just creating things, it's doing stuff with them. But, when you have somebody with a ego that is driven, I don't know, by probably Satan himself out of hell to put in this person, you can imagine that this person is probably very difficult in ever seeing anything they're doing wrong. Because if they have any type of narcissism, good luck trying to point this out to them, because they're going to perceive it that it's actually your fault for doing this. right? It was a misunderstanding. You're blowing it out of proportion. This is why they can also be like really destructive in these situations, especially where deep emotions are invested, because it's not like you can just pack your bags and walk away. So when you see something like this going on, don't ignore it at all. Don't do something about it. Start looking at why is it that I definitely know they're not where they're supposed to be at, and apparently, which would indicate they're somewhere else. But then when you ask them, oh, so you were at work, but they weren't. Ding, ding, ding. Trust your intuition, because this is what it's going to lead to. A lot of pain, right? So when I was asking Spirit about these kinds of like third parties and stuff like that, like part of the reason also like Spirit wants to make this so redundant is because of the fact that there was actually a lot of reasons, but the main one was certain individuals not seeing the message. In other words, they watch the message, get the message, ignore it, goes right out the other ear. Okay. So the idea was just keep sending the message. Okay. The other thing was to obviously try and clarify certain dynamics of this that are not being seen. In other words, it's not as bad as it seems. Apparently, this is kind of like, for some people, literally think, well, it's not what I really want, but I'll deal with it. Saying this? Fuck no, you shouldn't be dealing with this at all. This is very destructive shit. So, if you know this person fits this profile, all Spirit's saying is go and think about it. Alright? Is this person being sincere about the emotions they're giving to you? If any. Because that cup is dry. So ask yourself, are they getting a full cup and you're getting an empty one? What kind of game? Who wants to play that? Because if I recall, the Two of Cups requires both cups to be upright, not one upright and one reversed. You can't have that. Okay, so there's a lot of like kind of regression energy also showing in this reading, because for you Virgo, it's suggestive that the past, the way things used to be, for those of you connected to whoever this devil association, this King of Wands, it's suggestive that you are, part of the problem is that even though you may not get a lot from the situation, or you go distance between you and this person, you think about them, the way that this is sustaining itself, even without their presence, is because of the fact that there's still good memories, fun times you guys had. And your brain at subconscious level is holding on to that. Won't let go of it. So the thing that was kind of an illuminating factor here was that it was the tarot that literally told me to go and look this up, and it was about in regards to the subconscious mind. And I was unaware that apparently, as for humans, you can actually still have active feelings and things going on the whole time, and you're not even aware you have it. So I'm like, God only knows what's in your subconscious mind. You could have some pretty dark fears, things that need to kind of be worked through. So if you feel like you're always getting this message, could be a hint. Maybe get someone else's opinion that's not this person, preferably. We're going to ask a couple more questions about this, and then we're going to be done with this reading. I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. But I guess I'll ask a bonus around if whoever this person is they're dealing with, just so we can kind of see what kind of shit is going over there. If you're getting this, then what are they getting? Tell me about the person. It suggests our Virgo, whoever this ex-partners that we're inquiring about. Who was the person that was, I don't know, potentially a second lover there? What do we need to know? Man, it keeps showing me Seven of Swords energy. So this person definitely is Eight of Cups reversed. Oh, well, I'm almost 100% this is going to be referring to you. Uh-oh. else I need to deal with it there. What is the Nine of Pentacles? I'm going to tell you this message in a second. I just got to work out one or two things. Otherwise, I'll give you the one message. Alright. Okay. So, really and truly, I mean, the only reason to do these reads is because the only thing that's changing really is the tactic. In this particular case, this person is using communication. Something around it involving the star energy, and also potentially pulling at the strings of emotions to certain key past events or something that have happened where it was a shakeup in, like, maybe things were moving forward in your life, or it was a really good time in your life, and then suddenly it came to an end. Assuming they were involved with, somehow in fashion or tangent with it, right? So they're using that kind of loss or that kind of, time in your life where you were making good strides and then suddenly got taken away from you because it generated pain, right? So that is one thing that they're attacking, and the way they're doing that is that this person has suggested they'll come offer you, hey, can we come out and have some more trust between us? And it was such a good night. I really just wish we could be a thing again. I was missing you. Well, it's actually not true, because this person is gaslighting your ass, and they're not. The whole intention for why they're doing it is to put you back under the tree, because it's going to generate that sting. So what do you think that's going to do? As I said, it's going to make you think about, boy, I wish I had a cup that was full from this person that never gives it to me. Why do I never get anything? Well, I don't know, to keep you trapped, which it seems like it's doing a good job. Eight of Cups reversed is talking about unrequited love situation where the person just keeps walking back in reverse. In other words, instead of moving forwards to something that could give them emotional fulfillment, they're getting the promises of nothing from this smooth talker. This person that knows that every time, well, you mean you want clarity on the 1,000 times that it's never worked out? Well, I don't know if I have time to talk about that today. Really and truly, it's because they know that the actual answer is quite simple. I'm doing it on purpose. This person has their reasons, but the concern I would almost ask in some ways, does this person even know they're doing it? Spirit, do they know that they're doing this? I mean, seriously, this is kind of something I've never asked, but do they actually know that they're doing this? The Four of Cups reversed. This is not somebody that's lost in la la land and confused. They have realization and clarity. It's similar to almost coming out of confusion with the Seven of Cups. Holy shit. They know, yeah, look at this. I mean, they know. Why Nine of Cups? I mean, this is kind of a depressing read, Spirit. I mean, yeah, Page of Pentacles reverse. I mean, this person's been doing this for a while. So you wanted clarity? It gave you the Page of Cups reversed, and then it gave you the Knight of Cups reversed. Again, same thing. So, okay, so then what is the solution to this shit then? Saying Page of Swords, you're going to have to be a bit of a detective. A little bit, but also you're going to... It's important with the Page of Swords here. The issue with this card is because it does talk about the maturity of the page being young, that there's oftentimes this a problem where some people will jump out and wants to just insist this person tell them something, or I don't know, probe the situation like in a crazy kind of way. Don't do that, because if you find out with all this moon energy that's going on right now that the situation changes and whoa, something is not right about this reading, be aware, it advises you that, because part of the challenge that was also going around was to test when people were in these tough situations, what do they do when they get confused and uncertain? How do they react? Because the importance Spirit was why Spirit was telling me this, and then why I was like asking about in relation to these reads, right? Is that when people are basically going about life, they're unaware sometimes how just a simple conversation can ignite like a chain of problems. And it's just purely off of something that they thought was true, that's not true. guaranteed we'll see something come to terms about, I don't know, will come to pass with this person. But it'll be probably a resolution, but it's going to be something we weren't expecting. In other words, maybe they're not as bad as we think they are, but for now, they're bad. Okay, but just be aware of that. But think before you reach out. Seriously. But if you know that this person is doing this as well, just be aware that when you reach out, do not play into their games, because you're just going to get, I mean, they're going to use it as like an opportunity to basically gaslight your ass. So be aware of that. Alright, Ten of Pentacles reversed. One more card of advice and I'm done with this reading. Four of Wands reversed. There's a degree of, like, you know, just clarify just if it's anything else here while your sun here. Look. So here's the thing. This situation overall, all it's generating is basically you with a pile of shit this person probably peppers with. You know, when you try to question anything, if you had in the past, I'm sure those stories are representing the million reasons or the confusion that was dumped onto you. I'll come back later. Well, that's more confusion. Where are you going now? It's like, yeah, they pretty much knew it was going to create a mental prison. The whole point of not ever choosing or doing that is to directly keep you coming back. Alright? It's affecting, one, your stability. Alright? When the card's reversed, Four of Wands, it's talking about if you've got kids, it can cause problems with that. Your overall living situation. It can talk about just in general, your feelings of accomplishments as far as your romantic life. It all starts to go down the tube and it can lead to depression. It can affect, obviously, your fulfillment in life. That's why it's a dangerous situation. So the best thing to do, essentially, is either you're going to value what you have or just give it away. But just remember that this person's, I mean, you'd be giving it away for free. So are you happy with that? Spirit wants you to know, is it worth it for you to wait around for this person? Because odds are pretty good. This is what you're going to get from it. A lot of confusion and stuck in your head. Mental prison. So this person will just come when they need, basically when they need you. Don't do it. What is the better alternative? Last card for anyone that still wants one more message. Let's see. Come out of conflict. If you are having any types of arguments or quarrels that go back and forth with this person, Spirit's saying stop doing it, because again, you're draining yourself, and this person probably wants you to be up in arms. Because why? It spoils your happiness and it ruins just your day. That one day of the week that was going good for you, well, if you basically engaged in an argument with them, it could have ruined it, right? This person wouldn't care, but for you, you know, it could be bad, because it's like that one day you're getting a relaxation. Might be the difference between you deciding to go take a new journey or stay in this, right? Anyways, sorry folks, the reads are done. Like I said, I'm gonna kind of do a clarification to see, like, I don't know, I have to ask Spirit what to do about this, because I don't want to keep reading this, I really don't. And I'm gonna do something, I want to do something different, so I'm gonna have to leave off from Libra, but somehow make this fair and balanced if I switch the format up. So I'll think of something tonight, and tomorrow we'll finish this up. I know my track record is incredibly unreliable, but that is the plan tomorrow, right? But, I mean, are we really missing anything? It's all the same things, third parties. Okay. Well, if Chief tells me there's something seriously that I have to do, then I'll be back tomorrow to do these reads. All right. Thanks all. Have a good night. I really do appreciate all of you for showing up just to watch me throw those cards around one more time. Let me just check the chat, I think. Man, I am tired. I'm going to bed. Virgo, Angela. Happy birthday, Virgo. Oh, it's Leo. Oh, that's right. The moon's in Virgo. Yeah. I'll be, like I said, I'm going to be back tomorrow, so don't worry. I just, you know, I cannot do another 6 of the same message. I just can't. It's driving me literally up the wall. I understand. I mean, I know for some people, you know, maybe there's a couple details in there that are, I don't know, you know, is relevant. I'm not saying it's all lost, but it's just, man, when you're reading this over and over and over and over again, it's like, I can't do it. I have ADHD, like, really bad, and there's just no ways in hell that's going to happen. So I roughed it for spying them, and I don't want to look like crabby like that. It's just like, I love the mystery in tarot, and seeing the same thing repeated, well, it is clarity, but it's not fun for me. I don't, you know. Anyways, thanks guys. Appreciate all of you.